Welcome back to ESA Winter 21. We are raising money for Alzheimer Fonden, and links to donate can be found below the stream. My name is Tainted Tally, and I will be your host for the next run, and I hope you're excited. We would also like to quickly thank Neo2, the Complete Edition, Twitch, and ViewSonic for sponsoring this event. And now it is time for Jabo running Fallout 3. Take it away.
Hello, I am Jabo. With me is...
Hello, I'm Radioactive.
Okay, and I'm gonna start the run in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. So, this is Fallout 3, all DLC quests, all quests, and all bobbleheads. That is quite a mouthful, so from now on I'm gonna call it 100%. It is not a true 100% run, so please do not tell me about the things I am missing out on. I know I call it 100% because it's easier that way and it's much more simple to pronounce. First of all, we're going to do our special stats as a baby, and then we're going to do a nice little trick right off the start. Before all this though, I'd like to give a photosensitivity epilepsy warning to anybody that might be severely epileptic. There's a lot of quick save and quick loading in this game, and if that seems like it might be dangerous to you, please do not watch. Or maybe look away. I don't know. Alright, so what we do here is we get Dad on top of the Nuka-Cola truck and we push him across. That quick save, quick loading is what I'm going to be doing throughout the entire run, by the way. And what we do there is we pick up Dad and push him to the next voice line. Skips a voice line, very simple, easy to do. Next up, we're going to do another clip through this door here to my left. I'm going to be very slow here because I don't want the game to soft lock. And here like this, quick saving and quick loading. The best way to explain it is... for a very brief moment, your character loads in before the rest of the game does. So we can use momentum to push ourselves through objects, and quick save and quick loading just resets that every single time. So if we quick save, quick load going into a certain direction, like towards a physical object like a door, we can clip through it and skip past certain parts in the game, which inevitably breaks the game wide open, but there's some other cool tech as well coming up soon.
Just aim and shoot. Good work. Hey, Jonas.
Good rush, but it is pretty much the only character you have to kill to complete this game. However, we're going to be doing 100%, aka all bobbleheads, all DLCs, all DLC quests, and all DLCs. I think I said that correct. So we have to kill a lot more enemies than that. But yeah, that's the beginning done. Now we're going to go take the GOAT test. The GOAT test is a very simple GOAT test. We unfortunately, really unfortunately, don't take the test. But, yeah, you can have the option to skip it. Also, that was the first bobblehead of the run. There's 20 total.
Well, you made
let me just make sure I get this correctly. Yeah, we basically just tell Broch that the GOAT test is stupid and we shouldn't have to take it. And he says, yeah, that's right. And then we just pick what we want and leave. And then we want to make our way over to the exit. And I'm also going to explain real quick COC points. So every single cell or like area in this game has a reset point, which is a COC, which means center of cell.
Come on.
If I clip out of bounds, the game is going to put me back to the default location, which will be like somewhere better on in the area. The best place to show this will be at the end of Vault 101. That's when I'll point it out so you know what I'm talking about. But if you understand COCs, you'll understand the majority of this run. And we'll make this run a bit more easier to understand. But yeah, that's Vault 101, pretty much done. We got the bobblehead, we took the GOAT test, and we took our skill points that we needed. The special stats, not really much to talk about there. They're just prioritizing explosives, lockpick, and speech, because they're the most important things in the run. Here right now is the COC, so as you can see, I clip out of bounds. Game resets me to the reset point, which is right next to the door. Alright, so now I guess I can talk about stop hopping. Short story, we stop, we hop. It moves faster than normal. Long story is if you stop between each hop, you can both move sideways and forwards, giving you extra momentum, which gives you a bit more movement speed. First level up is all into speech and Little Leaguer, so we get more than 25 explosive. So we can defuse the bomb inside of Megaton. And then we're going to go make our way and crush someone's dreams. But before we do that, we need to blow ourselves up a couple of times. Also here, I'm going to get a few pop-ups too for the DLCs. But we should be able to get rid of those real quick. And yeah. Then we have to do Speed Cripple, which is a mouthful to explain, so I'm going to
fellas.
explain that later on rather than now.
my
So just
pleasure to
remember that
offer.
I've got to explain a trick that I'm going to do here. I'm going to get my maps all sorted out. There's first DLC, weapon condition, and then we should get another DLC pop up. Just know that I'm doing a trick here that makes me move faster. I'll explain this later on. Trust me. I'm also making a hard save so I can come back to this. There we go. Yes. Okay, so as you can see, I'm moving faster than normal. I believe I am. Okay, I'm making sure I am, because I'm just don't want to mess that up. And then we're going to defuse the bomb. So, speed cripple, very important trick, but first of all, we defuse the bomb for the Power of the Atom quest, which is a two-sided quest. Either you blow it up or you defuse it. Then we're going to talk to Moira Brown, who's going to give us a very simple quest line that everybody will know from this game, which is the Wasteland Survival quest line. But instead of doing the quest line and actually doing all of the certain little tricks that you've got to do and little mini quests, we are going to tell her that her entire life is a waste of time and that she shouldn't be doing this and she should go back to doing something else like selling clothes and shoes to people who trade, which is basically crushing her dreams. Unfortunately, she's not giving me this for 2 seconds. It's a 40% speech check, a bit of RNG in this run. We're not getting it. Moira likes to troll a bit.
So, how's this?
She is our favorite character after all, but come on, Moira. Come on. Come on, please.
So, how's this?
Welcome to Fallout Free RNG. There we go. We crushed her dreams. We're going to pick up a little notepad there that I'll explain later on. That's what we do. Instead of doing that quest, you can tell her that she's not going to achieve anything and basically tell her she's worthless. It's very mean. But, yes. Also, Lucas is going to tell us that we did a good job of defusing the bomb. We leave. And we pick up the second bobblehead of the run, which is the strength bobblehead, and we exit. And that is Megaton complete. Very, very confused. A lot of stuff just happened, and you're probably confused, and I'll explain it all as we go. First of all, I'm going to explain speed cripple. Simply put, if the game has two states. It has normal movement speed and cripple movement speed. Cripple movement speed is 60% movement speed. Normal movement speed is 100% movement speed. If we can trick the game by quick loading at the right time when we get crippled, we can give ourselves both movement speeds at once, which is 160% movement speed. It is a very notoriously hard and tricky trick. Not the best trick for new runners. A lot of new runners struggle with it. There's two main ways of getting it, and that's cliff cripple and missile cripple. I did missile because we have to get it again later on in the run, but all you need to know is if you think I'm running faster than normal, that's because I am. I'm running at around about 160% extra movement speed. Also, we're going to discover a few locations on the way to Arlington Cemetery, which is where we pick up the Look bobblehead. One location to note that we just picked up was the Super Duper Mart. For a lot of people, they will recognize that place as part of Moira's questline. Again, we did fail that questline. We didn't fail it, we succeeded it, we completed it, but we did not do the questline correctly. But the reason why we grabbed that location is for two reasons. One, it's a good fast travel point for later on, and two, it's perfect for duplicating Nuka-Cola quantums for the Nuka-Cola Challenge quest, which is where you have to find 30 individual quantums. We used to have to go around finding them, but now we don't because we can just duplicate them, thanks to a trick, I believe, found by Kung Cobra. I think Radio can verify that. I think it was Kung, right?
I believe so, yes.
Yeah, Kung found a trick where in Fallout 3 and New Vegas you can duplicate weapons and items that are pre-spawned on a location. We'll get to that about an hour from now, I think, but for now, you just need to remember that you can duplicate. Also, hey, welcome to Out of Bounds. Welcome to Fallout 3. Majority of the inside cells like that are going to look the same. We're going to look like we're walking on top of things. We're going to look like we're out of bounds. That's because we are. Clipping out of bounds is very easy in this game. It's not too hard. I don't think it's that confusing to follow. I'll try and explain things as we go, but we're on our way to Arlington Cemetery. We're basically just doing for the first hour of this run, we're going to be setting up a lot of quests and finding a lot of bobbleheads and locations. That's because we're getting ready to hand them in. But right now, we're just going to grab a bobblehead and move over to Jefferson for another fast travel point. So if you have a donation, now would be a great time.
I have several donations, in fact.
Okay.
We got $50 from G Sparkle. Hopefully I didn't butcher that name. We all heart you, Jabo. Good luck. And then we also got $35 from In Oz We Trust, saying, Jabo, don't mind me just squatting my way into the donations. Are you going for the new jump strat into the Enclave Crawler? Maybe you want to answer that real quick?
The new jump start into the Enclave. Oh, the crawler. You know what? Yeah, I'll go for it, sure. That's right at the end of the run. It's like the last trick of the run, and it's very hard. I'll go for it. What? You donated 35. I might as well. In fact, geez, that's a lot. Thank you.
Alright, can I keep going, or?
You can keep going, yes.
Alright, awesome. We also got $20 from Llama Salami saying, "Hey Jabo, you've been a huge inspiration in making me create more content. You've been incredibly entertaining for my boss and I while we bank those coins for these darn taxes. Keep the run going and don't bring us the red numbers."
Classic.
And then we also got $40 from Hero McDowell saying, "I see a fellow Nusagi and I feel compelled to donate."
I think, is that a reference to the posters behind me? I don't want to burst your bubble, but I didn't pick those.
Oh no.
No, my chat picked them. They like to embarrass me as best as they can, and they knew that the one behind me was going to be on at ESA, and they picked it, so... But hey, I'm glad you like the poster, thank you.
There's also more if you want me to keep going or if you need a rest.
I'll explain a few things now, and then we'll do a few in a second. There's a lot of walking coming up, so probably best to fill it up. So right now, for anyone that doesn't really pay attention to what just happened, or maybe doesn't know, we just discovered Jefferson Memorial, which is like the main point of the entire game. We are going to go back to that later on, but we discover it for now because it just makes fast traveling to it a lot easier. And now we're going to move over to Arafew. Arafew is where the Blood Ties questline starts and initiates. Before we get to there, though, we're going to go to Big Town. Big Town has another questline of its own. I know, a lot of places have questlines. There's a lot to follow. I'll try to explain it again. But Big Town is basically where we need to save a few people. Spoiler alert, we only save one person because we're mean. Also, yeah, get used to that. This run is basically the mean speedrun. We do everything the wrong way, and we do everything the fastest way, which is not nice. But yeah, Big Town is coming up over here. We have one nice little trick here, which is kind of neat. It's not really that, oh, nice. First try, dude. Woo! So that right there is called, jumping off of a mailbox. Very hard trick to do.
Who are you?
I got it first try. Surprisingly, a lot harder than it looks. Anyways, now we have time for donations.
Alright, perfect. Then I will keep going because we got $20 from Casual Speedrun going, "Shh, don't tell my boss I'm watching Jabo's ESI run at work. Great game, great runner, great cause. Good luck, buddy. I guess it was nothing." Then we also got a $10 anonymous donation with no comment, but thank you so much regardless for donating for this amazing cause. Can I keep going, or?
You can keep going, yes.
We have a lot. We got $25 from 4pack312 saying, "Hey Jabo, here's a list of objects I have near me. Pencils, umbrella handle, pens, banana, fingers, pebbles, coins, test tubes, broomstick handle." Thank you so much. And then we have another $25 donation from Donovan saying, "Jabo, remember the most important part of this run, objects."
Yep, but objects are very important. Also, did he say he had fingers next to him? It's kind of a weird object to have.
Hang on, you're not
next
one
to
of
you. I don't know. Very suspicious.
Now what the hell
Okay,
are
this
you...
is Blood Ties. The start of this quest is pretty basic. You've got to investigate all of the houses. These houses are basically in lockdown, which is kind of ironic, I guess. And we've got to make sure that everyone's okay. So first of all, we check on the Yuas. They're pretty decent. They're doing pretty good for themselves. Then we go to the Shenzis, and then the Wests. Unfortunately, you can't skip this part of the quest. It's mandatory, but you'll see as to why it's important, because if you've ever played this game, and you've probably done this quest, because it's an achievement for doing this quest, you'll find out that the Wests are dead. And somebody has killed them, and this starts a quest line off where we've got to go find out who killed the Wests. Evan here is the guy who hands us the quest, and if you saw at the beginning, he tossed a grenade at us. You can skip that by doing a trick called time stopping, and Radio loves that trick. I don't do it because I don't have the right binds for it, but it would save around about 7 seconds if I did it. And next, here's a little cool trick as well. If you quick save quick load mid-air, your momentum gets reset. So we can do things like extend our falls and not take fall damage, which is incredibly overpowered. I think that's another thing that a lot of people did casually too. And you know what? I'm going to give you time to read out donos if you've got more, because again, more walking coming on.
Alright, I will keep going with a couple more that we just got then. We got $20 from Banana Pegasus, who, in case anyone's not aware, is the runner coming up after this. Saying, "Hey Jabo, thanks for getting me into speedrunning and helping with a lot. Good luck, no red numbers, and I'm going to take all DLCs."
No, you're not. He's not going to take that record. You've got more? It's...
Alright.
You've got more. That's fine.
Alright, then we also got $20 from Kenny K. Rule, saying, $1 for each bobblehead. My favorite is the melee bobblehead.
My favorite is the Look bobblehead, because I think it's the one that's got the most detail to it. Because if the Look bobblehead has like a green leprechaun hat and a little fall-leaf clover, and I think it's kind of cute. Ooh, also, a little side note. This game is prone to crashing. So, every time this game crashes, I will be donating $10. Hopefully we don't get any crashes. The current world record, which is 2 hours, 51 minutes, and 25 seconds, has 1 crash in it, which is very good. So if we don't get any crashes, I'll be happy. But every time this game crashes, I'll be donating $10 total, not at the time that it crashes, of course. Just knowing that I will be quick saving every now and then during long walking sections. That is because I'm doing safety quick saves to make sure that if the game crashes, I can go back and not lose a bunch of time. Yeah, out of all of the Fallout games, I think Fallout 3 is the most prone to crashing, but I do have a good PC. I shouldn't be saying this because I'm probably jinxing myself, and I'm hoping I don't get any crashes. When I used to run this around about like a year ago, I'd get like 4 to 5 crashes a run. Now it's around about 1 to 2, so I mean, we'll see. But there are things that can happen where the game just freaks out. That quest, by the way, we just got from Paradise Falls with the Mesmetron. That is a quest where you have to enslave people. We won't be enslaving the entire 4 people that we get listed. We only enslave 1 person in Tempe Tower, and the other 3 we will be killing because it doesn't matter, and the game's quest state continues. Also, we just discovered Germantown Police Station because we need that for the Big Town quest. Again, we're not doing any of the quests right now. We do not have the weapon that we need to possess to do all of the quests. Instead, we're discovering locations, moving from place to place, grabbing quests, grabbing items, because this is the best way to set things up for when we do execute the quests. Coming up right in front of us is Minefield, not Minetown. Arkansas, who I used to pronounce as Arkansas until I got a lot of hate for it, because apparently Americans don't spell Kansas and Arkansas the same. They pronounce it Arkansas. I think it's got something to do with the French. I don't know. But Arkansas is one of the first people we have to quote-unquote enslave. But instead of doing it, we're going to kill him because it's faster that way. That is probably one of the only enemies you'll see me kill with the 10mm pistol. I might kill a few aliens too inside of the first DLC, which is coming up. Everybody loves this DLC. We love it, right? This is Mothership Zero, probably the wackiest DLC for any Fallout game that's ever came out. In my opinion, probably my least favorite DLC, but we have to do it first because we want to get the weapon at the end of the DLC, which is the Alien Blaster. The Alien Blaster, for people that don't know, does a lot of damage. It does 100% crit damage on top of the normal damage that it does, and if you hit someone in the head, you do another extra 100%, meaning that you can one-shot a Deathclaw with the Alien Blaster, which is crazy. Also, another side note as well is we're playing on very easy. That's because the game is, again, easier on the easiest difficulty. I mean, it kind of makes sense. We're just gonna go around killing and one-shotting a lot of enemies. So if you see me do a lot of damage, I'm not breaking the game. I haven't done any manipulation or like extra damage glitches. This is literally very easy difficulty, and the fact that we're completely underleveled for the quests coming up. Any more donations? I'm not going to ask as much throughout the entire run, but I know you've got a lot, so...
Yeah, right now I would actually take a moment to quickly remind you all that we do have a bid war coming up for the run after, because Banana Pegasus did kindly just donate some money to us, and there is a bid war for his run coming up where you can pick the save file name for his save file while he does the run. Right now, Heck21 is quite far ahead of the rest, so if you want to see Big Bean 2 or Amiga, or maybe a submission of your own, now is the time to get those donations in.
Big bean? Okay, I might donate for the big bean, I don't know. Alright, this is Mothership Zero. Again, there's going to be a lot going on, but the best way to explain this DLC is you can go from point A to point Z in the, as soon as you get into the DLC, basically, but instead of doing that, we're going to be taking some detours to grab and complete some other quests. Right now, these aliens are, performing surgery on us, and yes, and we will eventually be able to move our character. This is one of the only cutscenes in the game. There is a total of 2 to 3, maybe 4, I can't remember actually, cutscenes that we do in the run. But yeah, this is again one of the wackiest DLCs coming up. We are going to use our 10mm pistol here, and as soon as we get out of this DLC, we're going to be using pretty much only the alien blaster for the rest of the run, so we need to conserve our ammo. Again, another clip out of bounds for a COC reset. We're going to walk into here and take our stolen goods back. Our stolen goods back that we stole, and we're going to make our way through the alien spaceship. I'm also going to bind the pistol as well, because this DLC has a weird thing. With the ending boss, for some reason you can't pull out your Pip-Boy. So you want all of your binds to be done before you get to the ending boss. Ooh, I'm stuck. I might have got through it. Nice. A lot of these clips are weird. There's a new clip coming up too that I kind of want to explain, but I don't think I can because I don't understand it. Radio, you found this clip coming up, right?
Oh no, which one? There's been so many new clips for Sector.
This one here, where you like clip sideways.
Right, okay, yeah. So this clip has been around for like, since like the very early runners from like 5 years ago. But it's incredibly inconsistent. But if you can do it, you have like a slight platform, which you can then jump on top of the entire map, and then just run straight to the exit door.
Okay, I can't get it. One sec, I want to get this. It's one of my favorite tricks. These aliens won't let me get it. Okay, wait. Okay, thank goodness. Oh my. It usually isn't that hard to get, but oof, those aliens were being so mean to me. I got it. But yeah, you clip sideways out of it and you get on top of the ceiling, which means you can like skip the ending section. It didn't look like we skipped a lot there, but we did. Usually there's like a lot more walking to be done. Also, another clip out of bounds. We're gonna be taking this alien spacesuit. We're not going to use the spacesuit. It's kind of funny, you don't need to use a spacesuit in this DLC, despite the fact that you're in space.
No.
As it turns out, our character is indeed an alien this entire time. I'm writing that down as canon. Also, we take the educated perk so we can take some more skills as well. But yeah. Now we got the first quest coming up, which means we have to destroy 3 generators. Overall, this DLC is a bit interesting. Not one of my favorite DLCs, but I guess it's kind of cool. A lot of unique weapons in this DLC. But yeah, there is a spacewalk coming up. But right now, again, we have to destroy 3 generators to complete the first quest, which I believe is called Among the Stars. Usually you skip this quest when you just do the DLC runs, because this DLC has a lot of broken stuff about it and you can just get to the end. But yeah, this is like the only run where you'll see this type of content, because as the title says, it's DLC and DLC quests. So we do all quests, all DLCs, all DLC quests, and bobbleheads, meaning that all of the side content in the DLCs, like in Point Lookout, Mothership Zero, the Pit, we have to do them all. We don't skip anything. We do not collect all of the collectibles, because as much as I do call us 100%, that is only to make this easier to pronounce. I also gotta wait for this to blow up. You'll see on the quest marker in the bottom left. Like right there. But yeah, this run is actually on a good pace, by the way. Surprisingly. So yeah, that's good. Out of bounds. Again, another COC point. I'm gonna go for this trick. I had difficulty with it earlier, but this is where you get on top of a cell and you can like kind of go above where you're supposed to. Ooh, okay, I got it. Yeah, I don't know why I struggled with this earlier. This is a new skip that's kind of fairly recent. It lets you skip what is known as Romeo, who is one of my favorite aliens. But yeah, that's a good skip. And again, just another COC point to blow up another generator, and that's all this DLC basically is. There's nothing too interesting in this DLC to explain because it's pretty straightforward, but we're just going from generator to generator, destroying things so we can get the alien blaster as early as we can in the run. Again, any more donations would be nice.
That is perfect. I was just gonna ask. So we got $6.90 from Pi saying, "You better world record this. I've got money on this."
No,
And then
that's
we-
not gonna happen. That's not. I'm not gonna world record this run because specifically, I'm taking things safe.
Smart.
Yes.
We also got $5 from Planks, and I'm probably gonna butcher this, so just fair warning. But he says, "I see you're Arkansas and give you Milngavi."
That just flew right over my head. I have no idea what you were trying to say. I have no clue.
Or Milgai? I'm sorry, I'm not sure how to pronounce this.
Is it Milwaukee?
No, it's a Scottish city from what my Googling told me, but that was about what I could find out.
Okay, funny tidbit. I do live in Scotland, but I have no idea how to pronounce those type of things, so... yeah, I have no clue.
Alright, well we got another $5 in from Kenny K. Rules saying $5 for the bean.
Good, yes. I am completely on team... Is it Big Bean? I think it was Big Bean. I'm on team Big Bean for Bananas
Big Bean
Run.
2, in fact.
Big Bean 2! Electric Boogaloo, I like it. Alright, alright. Also, I'm picking up some alien epoxy here. Those are weapon repair kits, basically. We're picking them up because we want to repair our weapon for later on. However, we're not going to repair it for like another hour and a half because we've got to do a bunch of other things first. Also, and this is probably a good time to talk about Sally.
Wow!
Sally is the main protagonist in this DLC. She is the person who is commanding us on our way through the entirety of the spaceship travel. Also, here comes the spacewalk. I'll show this off. So, in this spacewalk, the game usually checks if you've got a spacesuit on, but right now, we are pretty much as naked as it gets, and we somehow are able to make it through the spacewalk. This is because the way that the game checks that you've got the spacesuit on is by not unlocking the door unless you've got it on. However, we can just get past the doorway because, you know, speedruns, clips, and stuff. We used to have to put the spacesuit on, but now we don't have to. And it's pretty cool. So yeah. And this is Among the Stars complete. So this is the one additional quest that we would have to do in Mothership Zero. And now we're going to go to the final boss. Okay, I do need a focus for this final boss because it's very hard. If you've ever played this DLC before, you'll know that the final boss for this game is... This DLC is really, really, really hard, and we've got to make sure that we don't mess it up. So I've got to focus for a bit. Okay, I'm in the final boss now. These aren't the final boss, by the way. These are just the aliens. We need to kill the aliens to make sure the deck is clean. One spawns there. Also, we're picking up the weapons because we want to sell them later on. We can duplicate stuff, so we don't have to do this, but I'm not a fan of the new way of duplicating. I know Radio does it, but I choose not to. Also, I should heal. I'm low. There we go. Okay, here comes the aliens. And, yeah, the aliens are dead. We are taking over the spaceship. These guys are taking a while. This is normal, don't worry about it. Also, up above is what is the biggest alien spaceship I've ever seen. Funnily enough, by the way, if you look at the aliens, they're around about, like, 10 foot tall. That's because this alien spaceship... Look at the size of that guy. This alien spaceship is just, like, twice the size of this one, and... The aliens are huge. Oh, I love it. Alright, here we go. Okay, this is the big boss fight, where all we do is press this button, like 10 times. Yes, that's right. This final boss fight is pretty much just pressing this button, so, you know, gripping content. Here we go.
And I get to aim the death ray.
I gotta make sure I press this button as perfect as I can.
Space monkey.
I've got a lock on their ship. Fire when ready.
So yeah, as you can tell, the boss fight isn't really that hard. It's like literally just pressing this button like 10 times. what we're doing is we're firing at the ship. Also, that health bar is not, like, fully loaded, so... Yeah. They are firing at us back. There's a good chance they can shoot the generators. But hopefully we can avoid a blackout. That'd be nice. But yeah, you have to press this button a lot. This is kind of RNG because they can choose different, oh. Yes, they hit the generators. Why wouldn't they? But yeah, whatever kind of status they're in is randomized. So they can be in 1 health, 2 health, or 3 health right there. That is just depending on complete luck. If we were lucky, they'd be on 1 health and we'd be able to kill them real fast, but, you know, they're not really being too nice. But yeah, this is the boss fight. And as soon as I get out of this boss fight, oh my goodness. As soon as we get out of this boss fight, you're gonna see, oh, I killed him. Okay, that was fast. You're gonna see the alien blaster, which a lot of people should recognize.
I thought you should know.
Because a lot of people, when they were kids and they played this game, probably Googled, hey, what's the most OP weapon in Fallout 3? And you are about to see it. It is the alien blaster, which is in the base game, actually. But because we're doing the DLCs, we have to complete this DLC first. This is the most OP weapon in the game, and we have 164 bullets to do it, to complete everything in, and we're going to use this ammo throughout the entire run. We're not going to pick up any more ammo or duplicate ammo. This is the ammo we get. So we do have to be a bit conservative with our ammo usage to make sure we don't waste it, essentially. And then we're going to come up to greener pastures here, just around this corner. This is the 4th bobblehead of the run. It's the, I believe that's the agility bobblehead. And then we're going to go to Vault 92. Vault 92 is for Agatha's Song, which is a simple quest, again. That is an achievement quest, where we have to pick up a violin and hand it into Agatha. But, being the mean people that we are, instead we sell it off to a capitalistic man inside of Rivet City, because you're gonna get used to it. We're just mean throughout this playthrough. We do not do anything nice. We do the wrong things. But yeah, that's what we're doing now. And I'm guessing you've still got... How many more donos do you think you have to read?
Right now there's none, actually, but I'm happy to talk about what we're raising money for, so people know...
You can go, yeah, you go ahead.
Alright. So, we are raising money for Alzheimerfonden, which is the Swedish national fundraising organization focusing on Alzheimer's disease and other dementia-related diseases. Their aim and purpose is to increase fundraising to the benefit of scientific research in order to find a cure for Alzheimer's disease. So, they enable training for caregivers on the subject of dementia, so this is honestly just an amazing cause to donate for, so this is what your money goes towards. And of course, there's awesome bid wars as well, and prizes that you can win if you choose to donate and support this cause.
True. And if people have Prime accounts, I believe they can Twitch Prime sub, and that also goes towards the cause, right? Is that correct?
No. Subs go directly to ESA and funding future events, but
yeah,
you can absolutely donate directly to Alzheimerfonden.
If you Prime sub, then that goes towards ESA, which helps fund more charity events, which is all in all a good thing. So we just did Vault 92. We picked up Agatha's violin. Now we're going to be going towards the Republic of Dave. I'm going to one-shot one of these guys to prove it. There we go. You can one-shot a Deathclaw with the Alien Blaster, which is absolutely perfect. I've had a few people get angry at me before because they said that I was cheating for that, but that is just all base game. We are just playing in very easy difficulty. So yeah, we're going to be on over to Republic of Dave, and if you know what you're if you know anything about this game, you'll know that there's a quest called Shoot Him in the Head, and as part of that quest, we have to basically kill Dave. We won't be doing that because that quest is absolutely busted, so instead we're just going to be walking over there and picking up the Bobblehead, and then going over to Superhuman Gambit. But yeah, there's a very cool trick found for Shoot Him in the Head that we don't do anymore. But Republic of Dave is just around the corner, and yeah, I think this is going pretty good, really. What Bobblehead is it in the Republic of Dave? Do you know, Radio?
I don't remember the Bobbleheads off by heart.
Is it the gun Bobblehead? I think it is.
It probably is because of Old Painless, yeah.
Yeah, I think it is the guns Bobblehead. Okay. But then we go over to Superhuman Gambit. Superhuman Gambit is the really long quest line that people will be able to recognize. Ooh. That is the Antagonizer and the Mechanist quest line. we have one of the best endings possible for that, which is, I can't wait to show off, because we used to kill the Mechanist by reverse pickpocketing a grenade into his pocket, which would promptly blow him up and kill him, because we used to believe that he was unkillable. But now we have a better way of better solution towards it. But yeah, like I said, the first hour and like killing people. We are going to go back to Jefferson as well later on, so I don't really think there's too much more to explain that hasn't been explained, but all you need to know is we're picking up quests here and there, we're picking up locations, we're picking up weapons. We've got all of the weapons we really need, although we do need to pick up a Shish Kebab for later on as well. Oh. Am I dead? I think I am. I'm good. We're good. And there's also a quest here, and I can't remember the name of the quest. What's it? It's called like House Gambit or something. I believe it's House Gambit, and it's basically a quest line where you have basically a bunch of people in this building who are like freed and ran away from the people that were, you know, slave trading them. And instead of helping them, we're just gonna kill them. Because again, we're not nice people and we don't do nice things. But yeah, I mean, that's okay. It is what it is. We're doing things fast, right? It doesn't matter how we do things, it's how we get there. There is a point where the run gets really bad, but hey, we'll get to that when we get to that. I also gotta watch out for traders too, because these random locations can be people like special encounters, where people want to talk to you, and you've got to make sure to not talk to them, because talking to people is incredibly slow. The best way to get out of a conversation is to shoot the person that wants to talk to you, but you can just walk around them, which saves a bit of time. But yeah, coming up above this hill, we have Superhuman Gambit, which is outside of one of my favorite cafes in the game. But yeah, Superhuman Gambit is a very short quest. Here it is. Cafe Joe. Cup of Joe. Nice. But here's a Mechanist. We're going to shoot one of his companions. What this does is it activates Uncle Ro, who is the quest giver. He will come up to us and talk to us. We obtain his quest line, like this, and leave. Then we're going to shoot the Mechanist 3 times and kill him. And then kill his companion again. And what this does is it prompts Ro to leave. And then we can talk to him again, and that completes the quest. That is the fastest way to complete it. Not the best way, but the fastest way. And that is Superhuman Gambit complete. Next, we're going to go over to Vault 106. Oh, I love Vault 106. If you don't know what's in... No, it's not 106, it's 108. My bad. Vault 108 is one of my favorite places in the entire game. I absolutely love it. A lot of people might know what's in Vault 108, but we're mainly there for a bobblehead. But we are going to come across some beautiful guys who will proceed to tell us what their name is over and over again. I believe the law for Vault 108 is that one guy was duplicated? Well, duplicated? Cloned. A bunch of times to the point where they could only, you know, identify themselves through one word. And, yeah, here's Vault 108. We do have to do some pretty tough clips, actually, in this vault. That are hard to get, but if you spam fast enough, you should be able to get it. Some mole rats. Run past these guys. They're cool. They're chilling. We do take the animal friend perk, but yes, I'd like to welcome you guys to Gary.
Can I take a moment to read a few quick donations?
Yes, you have time.
Awesome. So we got $5 from Paxis saying, "Hey, Paxis here. Greetings from the $5 donation train. Choo choo." So I just want to say, chat, you heard them. Where's that donation train?
True.
And we also got $15 from Joe215 saying, "Hey Jabo, good luck on the run, buddy. You're killing it. I can't believe you complete all quests in 3 hours. I'm still only character creator by then."
Was that Joe? Oh, who?
Yes, Joe.
Oh, I hate that guy. Funnily enough, actually, for people that don't know, they get amazed when I tell them this, but this game has only 30 quests in it, base game. Which a lot of people seem to get confused about, because they like to think that there was more quests in the base game than 30. But actually, with how much they had to develop this engine and make, like, you know, a big way, it was one of the biggest projects that Bethesda had at the time. 30 quests is actually quite a lot. With the DLCs, it's 58 total. But yeah, a lot of people seem to get, like, pretty angsty about that because they're like, no, there's no way Fallout 3 has, like, 58 quests, 30 quests, right? But yeah, it is. Which is kind of... It's kind of crazy, but it's also down to the fact that the quests are broken into several pieces, and they do have miscellaneous quests, which do not update the quest tally. But if there's any more donations?
Yes, I can definitely keep going. We got $19.99 from Redman5252 saying, this one's for a good cause. Good luck, Jabo. And yes, he purposely wrote that as Jabo. That was not me mispronouncing it. And the next one I feel like really requires a little bit of context because I was reading donations for Serious Sam 4 the other day where some people had me scream through donations.
Yes, I saw some of the clips.
And it seems like Frosthammer is back for an encore because we got $5 from Frosthammer saying, and again, headphone warning. Oh, it's you again. Ah! Oh, sorry, wrong game. Sorry about that.
Don't worry, it's fine. I do know the context, so you're good.
Okay.
But yeah, that was loud actually. These clips, by the way, so if you see me struggling with these clips, that's because they're really difficult clips to get. They're not precise. They're just like kind of clips where you throw yourself at them and hope that it works. Nothing really going on there other than just trial and error. Now we have Jefferson, which is one of my favorite places of the entire run because you get to see me kill a bunch of super mutants really fast. Hopefully. These guys are running away from me, though. There's a total of 12, I think, inside this building. And we've got to clear this out for the Waters of Life quest. There's one. There should be 2 in here. This should be a... Oh, it's a centaur. Never mind. That can either be a brute or a centaur. And the reason why we're clearing this place out, for people that don't know, is... when we get back to this area later on with Dad, who is Liam Neeson, who you're going to see soon, we need to make sure this place is cleared out, otherwise he'll refuse to go inside. And if he refuses to go inside, that's going to lose us a lot of time. So yeah, this is where you get to see how powerful the Alien Blaster really is. As you can see, one-shotting basically everyone as we go. Also, a quick side note about bobbleheads. There's 3 total bobbleheads that you can miss out on if you don't pick them up in a certain amount of time and don't come back to. The first one is the one inside of Vault 101, which obviously we picked up. The second one is the most forgotten one, in my opinion, which is the Raven Rock bobblehead, which I need to make sure I don't miss, because I've missed it a couple of times. And the third one is the one in Megaton, which, believe it or not, you can miss out on if you blow up Megaton. To do with that quest line, blowing up Megaton and saving Megaton is the same quest. So, yeah, it doesn't really matter how we complete that quest, because it is the same quest line. But, yeah, choosing not to blow up Megaton and choosing to save Megaton, it doesn't really matter which one we pick. We pick the one that's fastest because, yeah, because it's faster, obviously. And, yeah, the quests we include in this run are quests that implement the tally marker. So, for people that, like, do look around and they'll see that the wiki says, like, a certain amount of quests, that is because the wiki includes miscellaneous quests, which, again, are predecessor or preliminary quests for other quest lines. We only include quests that increment the quest tally marker in the actual Pip-Boy itself, because that's the only way of verifying the run. Plus, most of the quests, apart from that, are really not... I wouldn't really call them actual quests, because, like, one of the quests that's miscellaneous is to... I think it's to help out with the Republic of Dave voting day, and it's not really an actual quest. But there's quite a few of them, and you'll notice that I miss out on them, but that's because they're just small, or they aren't really counted as quests. Now we're making our way to downtown DC, which is probably one of the biggest chunks of just killing things in the run. We're going to do a lot here. We're going to the mall, which is where the, Lincoln Memorial and the, I believe it's... Is it the Washington? What's the big obelisk called? The Washington Memorial? I think it is.
Washington Monument.
Washington Monument, yeah. We're going over there now because we need to complete a lot of quests and hand in a few things, which is what we're going to do. So first off here, we just made it into the mall. We're going to go right into the Museum of Technology because we need to pick up the big satellite disk that we're going to need for GRA. Not GNR, not GRA.
Wrong game. Wrong game.
Yeah, wrong game. GRA is Gunrunner's Arsenal, New Vegas. Sorry. Galaxy News Radio. And we're not going to do that quest until, like, the very last. So you're going to notice that we're not doing Galaxy News Radio till the end of the game, because that is a sequence break that we can use to break down the ending of the run, which is we're going to use it to save, like, 3 minutes. It's very, very big. But there's a Virgo dish. We're going to need that for GNR. We're just picking it up because we're already in the mall section, and we might as well while we're here. We're not going to choose to kill any of these mutants. Also, when I picklocked that door, you notice that I forced pickpocketed it because manually pickpocketing is slow, and we don't pick up bobbleheads. We do not have any bobbleheads throughout the entirety of this run, so we have to force every single picklock, which leaves us down to RNG, but it is fundamentally the fastest way to complete the quest. Also, hands-free. This game has auto-walk systems. We can auto-walk throughout the entire run. So I'm not cheating. This isn't pre-recorded. Look, it's not. I'm just, yeah. We can free walk, which is probably the best part of Fallout. But yeah, we force pickpocket the door, and that's what we're going to be doing. We're going to be force lock picking. Oh my goodness. Yes, we pickpocket the door. We lock pick it. My bad. We're going to force lock pick the doors.
You need a quick rest for your voice? I can read a couple more donations.
I mean, yeah, sure. Yeah.
All right. We got $25 from BNR Havers saying, "Good luck, Jabo. You the best, Jabo."
Thank you.
And then it looks like the $5 donation train came in because we got $5 from Mercurius59 saying, "Gary." I'm guessing that's a reference to this game. I don't quite understand.
It was the
but
vault
maybe
that we're in. Yeah.
I gotcha. And then we also got another $5 from Steve Harris saying, "Choo choo?" ?
Very true.
And another $5 from Deez saying, "Good luck on the run, Jabo."
Thank you.
And another $5 from Zet saying, "This is your donation conductor speaking. Don't forget to allocate your $5 to one of the incentives or bid wars. Choo choo." Thank you guys so much for those donations.
Yes, please, if you're gonna donate, can you donate it for Big Bean 2 for the upcoming run? Banana's running any percent after me, which is a very interesting run. I'm hoping he's gonna... I don't think he is, but I hope he tries out Cliff Cripple, because that would be really entertaining, but I don't think he's going to.
Yeah,
but,
I can confirm he is not, due to the audio routing and Fallout 3 just not working well with it.
Oh, okay, yeah, alright, that makes sense. Oh, I know why. Okay, never mind. You know what? I think it's good that he's not going for Cliff Cripple, because that would be... Yeah, okay, fair enough. Anyways, we're gonna be stealing the Declaration of Independence. Yeah, that's right. I'm taking it back. It's mine now. We're taking it back from where it's hidden. You can do this as part of a quest line, which is the Declaration of Independence quest line. Right now I have to quick save, quick load spam because we're in a bunch of toxic gas, and if anyone shoots, it's going to blow us up, which can kill us. But yeah, we're taking the Declaration of Independence. This is again another part of another quest line that we're going to have to continue to hand in. A lot going on here. Again, there's another force pickpocket. I do quick save before I do it, so I can quick load, so we can just spam it. They did kind of fix that in Fallout New Vegas, where if you quick load and quick save and quick load, you have to have like a cooldown. Which is why New Vegas is the inferior Fallout speedrunning game. We don't talk about Fallout 4, so it's not Fallout 4 is not in the race for superior Fallout
76
speedrunning game.
though.
Yeah, 76 is. 76 is a very good speedrun, actually. We're gonna kill this guy. Unfortunately, we need to kill him to access this computer as fast as we can, and then we're gonna steal what is inside of this room right here. Declaration of Independence. And then we're going to clip out of bounds, and that's us done with downtown DC. And then we're going to be moving over to Bethesda Ruins. Bethesda Ruins is kind of a weird one in this speedrun because it is really out of place, and we don't really have a good way to include it in the run. So we just kind of walk over to it and just pick it up. It could be routed in better, but it's kind of hard to do because we go to so many locations. You're kind of on like a Y-split path. So we leave Bethesda Ruins out, and we go to it like now, which is again kind of weird routing. But it is the way it is. You can't route everything perfectly. Some things are gonna be left out. Yeah, so we're gonna be going to Bethesda Ruins. I believe this may sound stupid, but I do believe that Bethesda Ruins is based off of the Bethesda headquarters. That might be very big brain play, but I do think it is. Could be wrong there though. But yeah, the bobblehead inside Bethesda Ruins, I want to say it's the Big Guns bobblehead? I don't know. No, maybe, I don't know. It doesn't really matter, but yeah, some of the bobbleheads I don't actually remember which ones are which. I think it's the Big Guns bobblehead. I'm not too sure. But you'll see as well, after I'm done here, I'll be spamming T, which is the wait button, because in order to fast travel in this game, you need to have no enemies nearby. And yeah, the only way you can wait as well with the T button is when no enemies are nearby. So we use it as a way to utilize... It was the lockpick. Lockpick. Okay. I thought the lockpick was in near the pit. In that one place. No, it's not. Never mind. I'm stupid. Ignore me. Alright, there we go. And we can go to
Can I chime in with a few donations?
Feel free, yes.
Alright, awesome. We got $25 from Hero McDowell saying, yes, my previous donation was because of one of your posters behind you. Someone said $5 hype train, so here is enough for 4 other tickets. Choo choo. And then we also got $25 from Pandemonium V2 saying, love these events, love Fallout speedruns. I think I'm in the right place. Also found a cool new streamer, Jabo.
I'm so sorry about the poster thing. I wish I could relate, but yeah. That is, again, my community decided to put that thing up before ESA because they knew it would be on it at ESA, and honestly, it's fine. Yeah, I'm constantly reminded about what she's called, but hey, I'm glad you like it. Also, here is the second weapon of the run we're gonna be picking up. If he gets out of his seat, he did. This is the Shish Kebab. What's important about the Shish Kebab is it's a very strong melee weapon, and it does fire damage. Now, fire damage is very important because we need it to kill one specific tree in this game. I'm not going to say which, but we need to kill a specific tree to we know and love. So we need a fire weapon to do that. Also, we're going to be continuing Blood Ties, which is with Ian West. The story goes that Ian West killed his parents in some kind of like weird blood fueled rage. I don't know, something about vampires. We basically tell him to go back home, which is kind of weird. Quest complete. And yeah, that's us. And we got to clip out one more time and go tell Evan King that we found him. It's kind of weird that we don't just like, you know, tell him not to go home, but we do. There we go. And you remember we were back at Arafew. For those that know that there's a bobblehead here, we leave the bobblehead on purpose, purely because the bobblehead requires us to have a certain amount of lockpick, and we didn't have it at the time. So we complete Blood Ties, and we go pick up the bobblehead inside of Evan King's house. We just steal it from him, and we are done over here. And then we're going to be going to Vault 106, which is south of where we are right now. Then we're going to go over to Evergreen Mills, and basically what's happening right now for like the next 10 to 15 minutes, no, probably 10 minutes, is we're just picking up a chain of bobbleheads one after each other, because the bobbleheads are kind of in a very convenient line. And then we're going to do Tranquility Lane, which is where we finally meet our dad and start the main quest line for the game. Dad is obviously voiced by Liam Neeson, very good voice actor. A lot of people recognize him. We're going to be talking to him a lot throughout this run, but he won't last that long. But yeah, that's where we do Evergreen Mills and we do Tranquility Lane. And interestingly enough, one sec, if I can clip through this vault door. Yeah, you can clip through vault doors. Big 2-meter thick doors that are like meant to keep people out. Apparently, if you just quick load, you can get through them. Very interesting. The lore of Vault 106, I believe, is that they pumped gas into it to drive people insane. Not very interesting, but, you know, is there. But yeah, this is where another bobblehead is, right there. And we are good. Whew, nice.
Can I read a few more donations?
You can.
Alright, awesome. We got $20 from, and I'm sorry if I butcher your name, but Hanazen?
Hanazen.
There's Hanazen, thank you. There's no comment on this one, but thank you so much for the donation either way. And then we also got $35 from Alex Rex saying, hey Jabo, it's great seeing you at a big event like ESA and supporting Alzheimer Fundin. My girlfriend and I always love watching your stream. Good luck on the run.
Thanks, Alex.
And then we got $5 from Patty2Play saying choo choo, I guess. And we also have $5 from Radioactive saying pence.
Radioactive? Did you send in a dono, dude?
We also got $5 from Pi saying banana.
I wish I could talk about what they're referencing to, but I can't. It's.
And I can keep going as well because Radioactive dropped more than the one.
Keep going then.
We got another $5 donation from Radioactive saying pencils.
Did he just donate like a bunch of $5 donations?
Maybe.
Oh my goodness! All right, keep
Because
going.
we got another $5 donation again from Radioactive saying coins.
Oh.
And he's not the only one either, because yet again we have another $5 donation, this time from Pi, saying coins.
Okay. I would imagine this is gonna go on the entire night. Yep, you can keep going.
Alright, let's do one more then from Pi again, $5, and this time it's pebbles.
Pebbles. I love it. Alright, we're on our way to Evergreen Mills, right outside it. We leveled up there, we got to lockpick 100, so every door in the game we can pick lock, which is perfect. And I did say pick lock, not pickpocket, because you don't pickpocket doors. Very, very smart. Anyways, we got to 100 lockpick, then we're gonna get to 75 repair, but we don't need that just yet, so I'm probably gonna put it into speech instead. After that, after we get 100 speech and 75 repair, our level ups do not matter at all. The only thing that matters after that is the perks we pick. We're going to be picking, I'll try and get through all of the perks we pick. We pick up Little League, so we get 25 explosive. We pick up Animal Friend, so the animals do not stop us from fast traveling. We try to pick up Bloody Mess when we can, so we can do extra damage. Strong Back is useful for carrying more items. Rad Resistance is good for, you know, rad resistance. Toughness is good for keeping us alive, seeing as we don't wear any armor, because not wearing armor is faster. I believe that's it. Educated is good for extra level ups, and Black Widow is good for talking to men, because we're playing as a female character. And a few of the quest lines, if you're playing as a female and you have the Black Widow perk, allows you to completely bypass a few parts of the quest, which is amazing for us. Also, this clip is kind of on purpose, don't worry about it. That is one of the few cases you can clip into a rock and still survive, by the way. Most of the time when you clip into a rock, it's pretty much done deal. Runs dead. There is like one of the only times we know of that you can just basically clip out very easily. If I can get on top of this, please. There we go, nice. And then we're going to be going over to Rockopolis. Arguably, I don't know, Rockopolis is kind of weird. There's a bobblehead in Rockopolis, but it's also not a marked location. It's one of the only non-marked locations in the game. So there is no fast travel point for it. And the legend of Rockopolis is, Radio, do you know his name? It's Argyle and...
Oh, we did this for bingo, I remember, because there's like some really like out of nowhere thing that no one's ever heard of before, which is to do with it.
It's, oh, I'm trying to remember his name. He's in Tempe Tower. I'm trying to remember. But basically, there's two people that you listen to on the radio, and they like talk about how they've got these adventures. And if you follow their clues, it leads you to Rockopolis, which is a hidden place that has a bobblehead in it, and we'll also come across Argyle as well. Unfortunately, he's dead. You can resurrect him, interestingly enough, and he says, hey, but nothing interesting.
It is Herbert Dashwood.
Herbert Daring Dashwood, that's his name, yeah. I remember now. He survives. And don't worry, we'll be giving him his up-and-coming soon, because you noticed how we didn't blow up Megaton? Don't worry, we're going to do something just as bad with Tempe Tower, because the quick ending to that quest line is pretty much as basic as letting a bunch of feral ghouls just freeload onto the property and kill everyone, which is what we're going to do. So Herbert Daring Dashwood is going to get what's coming to him because he inevitably left Argyle to die. But yeah, we got up that bobblehead, and now we have Yoguai Tunnels, which is one of the scariest locations in the game. In my opinion, I think Yoguais are more scary than Deathclaws because they're smaller. But luckily for us, Yoguais are pretty dumb. Yeah, not very smart. And he just ran straight past us. Should be able to clip out here. Oh no. Wait, I regret never mind. Okay, I thought he was gonna come up and kill me. Oh, okay, sometimes if you fail that clip, he can just come right at you and just... Okay, we're good. This is Yoguai Tunnels. Unfortunately, you have to go pretty deep into them for the bobblehead, but we should be fine. Later on in the run, we're gonna see a lot of Yoguais because we're gonna be like pretty high level, but right now we're like level 6, level 7. We're pretty low level. This is another clip out of bounds, and we're good. Yep, Yoguai complete. When you run all bobbleheads, this is like the scariest location, but we're good. Oh, can I clip out? Nice.
Can I chime in with a few more donations?
Yes.
Alright, awesome, because we got $5 from Joe145 saying broomstick handle. And he also donated another $5 saying fishing rod handle. And then we also got $5 from Teletubby saying pay the Jabo taxes for coins, pens, and pencils.
Oh, I love the fact that these guys are using the donations for inside jokes that no one's gonna get.
Yeah, I almost feel like we need an explanation because I'm very confused.
As much as I would love to, I can't provide an explanation. I can, but I can't because, yeah.
Fair.
For the 4.9 thousand of you that don't understand the references, just enjoy the run, really. I don't know what else to say. Alright, now we're going to Little Tranquility Lane, not Little Lamplight. We did discover Little Lamplight, but this is Tranquility Lane. This is where we go find our pappy, our dad. He is unfortunately being subjected to some torture, and we're going to complete this very fast. If you've played this game before and you know about some of the game's secrets, you're going to understand... Oh, why did I unlock that? Oh no, I didn't mean to unlock that door. Never mind, we still got through it. Whew. Getting through a moving door like that is very hard, but it wasn't moving, so we're good. But in order to get into Tranquility Lane, we need a Vault 112 jumpsuit, and we're going to take this opportunity to drop a few items that we don't need, like these. Perfect. But yeah, we're going to try and complete this as fast as we can. Also, a little side note is I have to get Speed Crippled back after this section, so you're going to see me quit the main menu. That's because I need to go back to the save we made in Megaton and to get ourselves crippled again, so we can go fast because the game resets us. Also, Monk S. Very scary. Here we go. Also, yeah, so you'll see that I'm like reset to normal movement speed now. Oh, I missed it. There we go. And what this does is it gives a very fast way out of this not DLC, this quest, because this quest is usually very long, but you can just access the Chinese invasion army and leave. Also, that dog was our dad, very funnily enough. So, yeah. So yeah, here's Dad, here's Liam Neeson.
You've saved me.
What a great character. And we're just gonna tell him to go away, and tell him we don't want to talk to him, because why not? And then we're gonna clip out of bounds. And as soon as I leave through here, I'm gonna load up my Megaton save. Not this one, this is my safety save, and the game crashed. Beautiful. That's $10. Which means I have to reset my audio real quick.
The game crashing here isn't too bad, because for some reason getting speed cripple after this point without restarting can sometimes just be impossible for some people.
Yeah, that's the best place for the game to crash, honestly. Like, if we had to pick a place for the game to crash, I would pick there, because we have to get speed cripple back anyways. So that did not lose any time at all. In fact, that's like... That is actually best case scenario. Because we have to get speed cripple back, and usually when the game crashes, the main downside is getting speed cripple. So if the game's gonna crash anywhere, I'd rather it was there. Surprisingly. Alright, so we're gonna bind the Alien Blaster, the Mesmertron, and the Missile Launcher. That is all for when we get to Tempe Tower. Now we have a very long walking section, so if you do have any donos, this is a perfect time.
Alright, we got $10 from Yarthro saying, good to see a fellow Nusagi can be a big-time speedrunner. Thanks for representing the community. Yeah?
Oh my god.
And we also just got $100 from the average goob saying, I never really enjoyed speedruns until I started watching Jabo. Glad to see him here to help raise money for a great cause.
Thank you so much, Goob. That is a lot of money. Appreciate it.
And you know, speaking of the great cause, we are raising money for Alzheimerfonden, which is the Swedish national fundraising organization focusing on Alzheimer's disease and other dementia-related diseases. So yes, it really is a wonderful cause that you are donating for. Plus, you can check out any upcoming bid wars as well. There's plenty of good stuff and good content to get your money in for.
I have a sneaky suspicion that that Yafro donation was not Yafo, seeing as he would never call himself Yafro, but hey, I'll take it. Thanks, Yafo. Again, not my poster. Anyways, we're going over to Dunwich Building, but first we're going to take a little bit of a detour because there is a location in the southwest corner of the map that we need to get to. This is for the Broken Steel DLC for about an hour and a half from now. Again, a lot of discovering of locations that we have to do. Also, a little side note, we're like 1/3 through the run, so this is pretty good. We're on good pace, actually. This is roughly around about 30 seconds behind world record, so I think we're doing pretty good. The world record has a lot of time loss coming up, so I don't want to say it, but we might be on world record pace, but I don't want to say that because expectations might be too high. But anyways, we're going over to Dunwich, and this is the perfect time to explain third-person interaction glitch. Because third-person interaction glitch is a glitch where you can clip through walls, essentially, by extending your hitbox. This is done by going into third person and moving around with the third-person camera. Basically, what it does is it kind of like rotates your hitbox, so the corners of the hitbox are more likely to hit into objects. Now, a lot of people will remember Dunwich as being a scary place, and it is a scary place. But luckily for us, we do not do a majority of the content, and we just do this, which is a third-person interaction glitch up to the top, which gets us right to the bobblehead, and means that we don't have to spend any time in this spooky place, and we can just get right out, because nobody wants to spend any time in here. This place is scary. Please get me out. Thank you. Nice. All right, perfect. Tempe Tower. Whew. Okay. Tempe Tower is another good place, because the way that we actually complete this quest is beautiful. But also, we've got to get Susan from Tempe Tower because we need to enslave her as part of one of the quests. I know it's not really a good thing to do, but again, it's the fastest way to complete the quest, so we do it. Susan is going to hopefully be in the cafeteria, so we don't have to look around for her. Also, when we complete the Tempe Tower quest, we do it in a specific way that results in everybody in Tempe Tower dying, but really, it's not a big deal. And yeah, we should be good, I think. Oh, okay, okay. We got incredibly lucky there. In fact, actually, I'm gonna check my legs. Okay. One little side note that we're gonna talk about now, actually, now that that brings it up. If you cripple your legs in this game, you lose a bunch of time because you have to heal your legs, save, quit to the main menu, get cliff cripple back, and then reload the game. So if we get crippled, it loses us a lot of time. And yeah, we got incredibly lucky there because we nearly got crippled. As you can see, our character's in this cripple walk animation, but we're not actually crippled when we're walking in first person. That's because the game, again, thinks we're in both normal and cripple movement speed, so we have a lot of big like movement bonus, which is exactly like 160%. One sec, I gotta clip in through this. Nice. But yeah, things like grenades, missile launchers can ruin runs, and we got incredibly lucky there because we didn't get crippled, which is why I healed my leg. Also, here comes Susan. She is over to the left in this shop. She thinks we're in combat, we're not.
Who are you?
We're basically just going to tell her to go to Paradise Falls. She's not happy with us. Nobody here is happy with us, but they'll stop caring about it once we come back. Also, we're going to use this missile to break through this wall and destroy a generator on the other side. What this does is it opens the containment door, which means that we can come back through, which basically opens the floodgate for the ghouls to come into Tempe Tower.
Great job.
Now he's going to talk to us because he thinks that we've completed like a majority of the quest line when we haven't, which is great. We also just get the quest now because the game acknowledges that we're like completing the quest, and we're going to go out and get the keys to this place by killing Gustavo. Thought his name was Ramos, but it's not. It's Gustavo. Yeah, we get the keys and we open the back door. Essentially, what happens is we just let the ghouls into the place. Pretty simple way to complete the quest. Wait for this to move. Nice. And we fast travel in. He's going to tell us that we did a good job.
Great job, kid.
Perfect. And now we're going to complete those. Yay. Those are really, I'd say probably the most common quest that everybody's completed in this game. It's the quest with the ants in Grey Ditch. As you can see, Brian Wilkes is running towards us. We're going to ignore him and not talk to him because we don't want to. So we're going to try our best to just keep running away from him. This is because we want Brian Wilkes to teleport towards us later on, and we don't want him to talk to us too early. Because the way that the game handles tracking is if a character wants to talk to you, they will do everything they can to get to you. And if we want to talk to Brian, like to complete the quest, we want him to reach us. So what we do is we ignore him there. He's going to be constantly walking after us, and then once we complete the quest, we wait for 1 hour. He's like talking to us. We talk to him. We complete the quest. You know, job done. Very easy. But yeah, here comes Marigold Station. There's a difficult clip here, so I'm going to try and get it first try. Nope. That is not how you do that. No. Oh my. Oh, I hate this clip. There we go. Nice. Clipping in like that is very hard because you have to clip before you hit the wall, but you can't hit it as you hit the wall. It's all about keeping momentum because as you're traveling, if you quick save, quick load, you keep your momentum, and if you hit into the wall, you stop. So we got that eventually. And next up, we're going to talk to this scientist guy because he's got a few things to tell us. So we're going to have a nice little conversation with him. Perfect. Again, like I said earlier, shooting people is a better way to talk to them in this game because you get the items you need to get and you don't have to deal with talking to them, which is perfect. Next up, we're coming up to the Ant Queen, which is one of the freakiest characters in the entirety of Fallout. I don't like it. I don't like the look at it. It kind of creeps me out. But we're going to send an inhibitor pulse throughout the entirety of the ants, which kills them all off. And I don't think it kills the queen, though, right, Radio? I think it keeps the queen alive.
I believe so, yes.
Yeah, so this is, like, actually the only humane thing we do in this run is by killing off the other ants and not killing off the queen, which is perfect.
Can I chime in with a quick donation?
Yes.
Alright, perfect. We got $20 from Pi saying, no more inside jokes. If you manage to get world record, I'll donate another $100. Thank you so much for that donation, Pi. And with that, we have also hit 31,000, by the way, for total race, which is absolutely amazing.
Well now.
Once again, we have a fantastic cause that
And
we
now
are
it's
supporting,
time
and
for
there is also a bid war coming up for the Fallout 3 run after this, where you can pick the save file name. The Big Bean 2 is still behind, so gotta step it up if you want that to win over Heck 21. And of course, there is also the Big John event coming in, or a bid war coming in, where you need to raise a little bit more money if you want to see Big John run the Wacky World of Miniature Golf at the end of the marathon. So if you're looking for something to get your money towards, you have plenty of good options.
That's cool. We all love Big John. He's a cool guy. Also, 31k is a lot. That's cool as well. Awesome. We're coming up to Anchorage, which is another very short DLC. But this one's kind of different because we don't get to take our weapons into it. This is the only DLC, I believe, in Fallout 3 where you can't take your weapons into the DLC, no matter how many tricks you do, or clips, or glitches, because the weapons are taken away from you, and you're kind of, like, put into a, what's it called?
Simulation.
Simulation, that's the word. English, it's hard, dude. I'm just gonna shoot her. I didn't mean to drop a weapon, but it doesn't matter. We just need to stop her from killing us. Because at this point in the game, because we've reloaded the game, we do take a bit more damage. The way that this game handles damage is weird. If you have Cliff Cripple the first time... Speed Cripple the first time after you, like, you know, load up the game, you won't take as much damage, but if you reload the game and do it, damage taken is amplified for some reason. So we've got to kind of take a bit of... caution going forward because we don't want to die. Also, another way to stop ourselves from talking to people is to punch. This guy over here is going to want to talk to us. We just punch. That way he doesn't want to talk to us. I mean, who would want to talk to someone who's punching like that? It's kind of weird. But yeah, we're going to go out of bounds here and make our way to Anchorage and then start the DLC. Anchorage is kind of long at the start, but then it gets really fast, so... once I get into Anchorage, if you've got any donations, you can feel free to read them. I'll tell you when, though. But yeah, Anchorage is coming up, and we need to be able to get a neuron interface outfit, I believe it's called. And there's one lady who has it. We used to talk to her. But now, as you can tell, with the way things are going, we don't talk to anyone in this run anymore. We just shoot them, because apparently shooting things is the best way to solve your problems. Again, I'm going to take this as an opportunity to drop everything we don't need. These guys are going to aggro onto me soon, I believe. Okay, they're not. Never mind. I don't know why they're not. Maybe they didn't notice I killed her. Huh. I've never had that. I've never seen that before. I've actually never seen that before. When you usually kill her, everybody aggroes onto you and tries to kill you, but hey, cool. First thing we're going to do here is we're going to drop our armor, because we want to make sure that we don't take too much moving penalty, because if you wear medium armor, you run slower. But yeah, I'm in the DLC. Feel free to read any donos.
Alright, I will take this moment to again quickly remind everyone that we are raising money for Alzheimer funding. And the World Health Organization, WHO, classifies dementia as one of the world's greatest health problems. Just over 47 million people are affected, and it is estimated that the number of dementia diseases in the world will have tripled up to 2050, which is absolutely awful, so definitely a great cause that we're raising money for here. Thanks to gifts and wills from private individuals and companies, Alzheimer Fonden was able to distribute almost 30 million Swedish crowns last year. But even still, the money is not enough to be able to support all the important projects that lie ahead. So the Alzheimer Fund could only grant about 19% of the funds applied for, so any donations you can contribute will increase this number. And that is worth donating for if you have the means to do so.
This DLC is very weird, and you can probably tell why. We're in Alaska, which is a very different setting to Fallout. Personally, I'm a huge fan of... Weirdly enough, I kind of like the idea of Fallout staying in America, because anything outside of America doesn't really fit the setting. Alaska's a very weird example of that, because technically we are still in America, but it doesn't have the same feeling to it, because it kind of feels like Canada. But then you gotta remember that Canada doesn't exist in this universe because America annexed it, and Canada doesn't exist anymore, so unfortunate for you Canadians. But yeah, we're in Anchorage. It's a great DLC. There's a very famous glitch, I believe it's famous, with this DLC, where you can take in weapons, actually, now that I remember it, by dropping the weapons as you're accessing the DLC. And you can also take weapons out too, by essentially dropping the weapons as you exit and picking it up. You can do this to take complete full condition weapons out that don't break, which is kind of cool in Fallout 3, but we're not going to do that because it's not necessary. But yeah, this is essentially just a really long walking section. This is mandatory. I'm not doing this because of any quest. You have to do this as part of the DLC. Even the any percent run of this DLC, you still have to go through this running section, because before you break off into the other section parts, you have to basically get to the camp that you need to get to. Once we get there, though, we're not going to end the DLC straight away. We have to complete 2 side quests. I believe it's just 1, but it's broken into 2 parts, which includes us blowing up 2 gas stations and a Chinese radio outpost. Because the story of this DLC is that the Chinese have invaded Alaska, because of the war that's been going on between China and America, and we have to basically stop them. And yeah, this is all a simulation. I think it's a simulation about when the Chinese first invaded America. I think that's correct, right, Radio?
My knowledge of the lore of the DLCs is not great, but I think so.
Yeah, and I think we're just like figuring out what happened. I can't remember. It's been a long time since I've played this casually, so...
My knowledge gets worse and worse as we go through the DLCs.
Oh, 100%, yeah. The late DLCs, I just can't remember anything about them casually. Mothership Zero is the one I have the most memory of, because I remember it being crazy. Here we're just destroying free artillery guns, and this is when we're going to get transported to the main part of the DLC that we have to worry about. These free guns are just preliminary quests before we continue the DLC, basically. When I get down here, I'm going to spam the healing. That's just because spamming the healing post here, it keeps us at max HP. Doesn't matter really, but that's all we're doing. Yeah. And then once we're done here, we're going to go to General Chase and start the main quest line. There's Benjamin Montgomery. He's a bit confused. This takes a while, but yeah, we're gonna get transported soon. I'm also gonna kind of juggle my armor in a second. You'll see what I mean, because I want to keep myself alive, but not take too much damage. So when I'm walking over to the first place, I'm gonna de-equip and re-equip armor as much as I can without losing too much movement speed. Also, we need to make sure he doesn't sit down in that chair. So I have to quick save, quick load spam a lot here, because if he sits in that chair, he bugs out. I don't know why he does, it's very weird, but if he sits in that chair and that chair alone, it's like the death chair. You can't talk to him, it's very weird. So you don't want him to sit in that chair. Also, we take the close quarter out weapons, mostly because we want to be able to take the combat shotgun.
What did you need, soldier?
The combat shotgun is incredibly busted. If you ever played this game, you'll know exactly what I mean. Combat shotgun is really OP, and again, we don't have the alien blaster in this DLC, so we don't really have the luxury of just one-shotting everything. Although, hopefully, if my FPS skills are up to par, we should be able to clear it out very safely and not miss any shots, because, you know, I just want everyone to know that I am a plat in Valorant, and I'm very good at FPS games, so regardless of how bad this goes, please don't think lower of me. Thank you. I'm also going to quick load, quick save spam here to be safe, because I don't want him to launch a missile at me, because that can fuck up the entire run. Okay, great. We're past one of the hardest parts of the run. Now I'm going to put on my armor so I don't take too much damage, and we're good. Perfect. Whew. Alright. And hopefully okay, I've kind of hyped up my aim now, and I'm very nervous about this. I'm gonna focus. I'm gonna make sure I hit these shots. The combat shotgun, as you can see, coming up here, is gonna one-shot pretty much everyone. Didn't one-shot him though. Please die, thank you. Also, another little tidbit here is if you put away your weapon and put it back out again, it will automatically reload the gun. So we don't have to actually reload weapons in this game. You just do this. Like, pull the weapon away and pull it back out again. Because whenever you do that, it pulls out the gun at full ammo. So reloading is kind of redundant in this game. It's the same with New Vegas too, I believe. But yeah, how did I miss that shot? Come on, man. Nice. Alright, perfect. I'm gonna heal for safety here, and we're gonna continue. And then we have to go destroy the 2 fuel outposts. And I think it would be a good time for anything that needs to be read out. In case you do.
I was just gonna ask, so that's perfect timing. We got $35 from Line 40 saying, had to donate during the Fallout 3 run. Still one of my all-time favorites. Thanks to all the staff, the runners, and all donators. Keep up the good work and stay safe. And this donation goes towards the bid war for the Fallout run coming after this, which is towards Big Bean 2 being the save file name.
Yes!
So, you know, it's climbing up. Keep them coming. I know Jabo wants to see this as well.
I want to see.
And then we also...
What's winning?
What?
What's winning?
Right now, Heck21 is winning because we got a massive donation from Hackathon earlier. So, Big Bean 2, you gotta step it up.
Heck21 sucks, dude. Come on, Big Bean 2. We gotta get it up, man.
And yeah, we also got $35 from Hot Meat 89 saying, golf with Big John? We love to see it. Thanks to everyone involved in this event raising money for such a good cause. Thank you so much for those donations.
That is, yeah, we need to get Big Bean 2 over there. I'd love to see Banana run that with Big Bean 2. Paving the Way is the quest we're doing now, by the way. A little side note is you can walk across this pipeline and end the DLC whenever you want, which is why we're kind of out of bounds here. I'll explain the out of bounds the next time we do it, because we do it again in a second. But first of all, we have to take a detour to complete the Paving the Way quest, which is by destroying these 2 fuel outposts that the Chinese own. We're gonna blow them up and then just get out, basically. Pretty simple. It's not really a complex quest, but the quest after this, we are gonna, like, completely bypass it by not doing anything that we're supposed to do. And hopefully I get the speech check first try. That speech check at the end of this DLC is very notorious for being very finicky and not working out. It should be a 25% speech check, or 50%, and I've had it fail like 12 times. But yeah, hopefully that works out. But yeah, this is the fuel depots that I was talking about. We gotta destroy them. We put some explosives on them, and then we go over here and hide in this corner to make sure we don't die. And now it's just a matter of staying alive and waiting. Waiting here safely and surely so we don't blow up. And we just watch as the fuel depot just basically goes kaput in the background. Yep, there we go. Perfect. And this should be Paving the Way complete. Again, a lot of these DLCs have a lot of side content, so we're going to be doing a lot of things throughout the entirety of this run. Hey, I got a gold split, nice. Paving the Way complete. Now we're going to leave Anchorage, and I think now is a perfect time to explain this out of bounds that I'm doing here. So you're supposed to go down into what is, you know, the trench here, but instead of doing that, you can just jump across. And for some reason, jumping across there just puts you out of bounds immediately, and you can just walk away. And yeah, this is the out of bounds. It's probably the easiest out of bounds to get to, and I'm kind of surprised that, yeah, you can do it as easy as you can. And if you walk over this way, there's a pipe here that you can jump on top of. And this pipe is gonna take you kind of like, it's kind of weirdly placed because it takes you right to the end of the DLC. Yeah, because you can just walk across this pipe and get into the Chinese base over here, which ends the DLC. General Jing Wei is the person we're going to talk to coming up, and he's the leader of the Chinese division that is in Alaska. And we have to try and convince him to commit, I think it's seppuku? But yeah, we need to get lucky, essentially, because it's a speech check, and we have like 30, 40, 50% speech check. You're going to see me probably fail a lot. I don't know. Depends how lucky we get. We got very unlucky with Moira early on, because that took us like 5 attempts at 40%, so let's have a look. Let's see. Okay. Fail, that's 1. That's 2. 2 at 32%. That's 3. Okay. That's 4. Okay, it's kind of... Okay, come on. Finally. Alright, that's a 5th attempt. I don't know why the speech check on this guy is so hard. It's just the way it is. I don't feel like the numbers are really true to what they should be. But yeah, that's perfect. That's Anchorage complete. DLC done. That's the second DLC finished. And we have free to go. You won't see Broken Steel until we finish the game. These guys aren't aggroed onto me. That's so weird. Yeah, I've never had... Radio, have you ever seen this happen?
I have not. Ever since we used the new strat, everyone's always got angry.
Yeah, okay. This is kind of weird. I mean, I'll take it because I'm not taking any damage, but... Usually they aggro onto you and shoot you, and you gotta like quick save, quick load to keep yourself alive so you don't get killed. They didn't aggro onto me, despite the fact that I like killed one of the people, but sure, whatever. Now we have trouble in Big Town, so if you remember earlier on in the run when we went to, I think it was... when we went to Germantown, and then we went to Big Town, on the way to Arafu. We discovered these locations, but didn't really do anything with them. That's because right now we are running over here with our 100 pick lock to pick lock this door. This is a 10% pick lock chance. I'm gonna try and break into it. If we get lucky. Not getting lucky at all. Again, we don't have any bubble picks. Yeah, bobbleheads. Bubble picks.
Bobby pins.
Bobby pins! Oh my goodness. My head is fried, I'm sorry. Can I get this? Any day now. There we go. Alright, perfect. That is the hardest RNG point in the entire run. So we got past that.
You're
We're
rescuing
good. We rescue Red, but then we tell her that she, we're not gonna save her friend. We also talk to her about the replicated man quest in... What's it called? Revit City. That's because for the replicated man quest, you need 3 pieces of evidence. We currently have 2 pieces right now, and we're gonna get our 3rd piece later on from the guy inside of Revit City, the Doctor. Now we got another level up here. I believe this is when we hit level 10. I could be wrong. But once we hit level 10, we should be taking Animal Friend. Level 9, never mind. So for level 9, we want to be taking Strongback, yeah. Because throughout this run, we're going to be getting a lot of quest. Like, when we complete quests, we get rewards, which is usually armor. Armor weighs quite a lot, and we don't want to get over-encumbered. So to prevent that, we take as much strength perks as we can, like Strongback, so we have more carry weight, so we can carry more stuff, so we don't get over-encumbered. We do try and drop as much as we can, but, you know, sometimes you don't really get to drop things here and there. But yeah, now would be a perfect time for anything that needs to be read out.
Alright, I will then make sure to mention that for the bid war for the next run, you know, the Fallout 3 one coming up with the save file name choice, Big Bean 2 is climbing. However, we still have quite a ways to go if we want to beat Heck 21, so chat, you know what to do. Get those donations in and get the donation tray going for Big Bean 2.
Coming up next is... Okay. So, do you remember when I mentioned the Shish Kebab and the tree? Now, there is a certain tree in this game that is from Fallout 1 and 2 that is much beloved, and everybody loves him. He is one of the best characters in the series, and we adore him and want him to thrive and do whatever he can. And for some reason, he has been moved all the way over to outskirts of Washington, D.C., and we're going to go give him a nice visit. Now, we did need an item that could do fire damage, and the reason why this is because we're not really going to help him out the way we're supposed to. Yeah, we have 3 options to complete this quest. One of the options is to, I believe, to stop his growth so he gets to live, which keeps him alive and means that these people can worship him. The other is to poison his heart so he dies, which puts him out of his misery and, you know, in a very safe and healthy manner so he can, you know, pass on and not be overgrown human turned into a tree. The other way to kill him isn't so nice, and yeah, we're gonna give him a nice little visit with our sword. But yeah, we just took some very weird tree juice, and now we're gonna go meet Harold. And here he is. Here's Harold. And there he goes. We love you, Harold. I'm sorry. One of the most beloved characters in Fallout. And we set him on fire and let him die. Again, not the best way to complete the quests that we're given, but we're not a nice person and we complete them in the meanest way possible. Alright, now we're at Rivet City. Rivet City has a lot to go for it, so I do have to do a bit of explanation here. First up, we have a really cool jump. Never mind. Help me. Oh, okay, never mind. Alright, whatever. That works. Oh, I thought we were going to land that. And we're going to do a lot of quests here, and there's a lot to explain. First coming up, though, is Replicated Man. Replicated Man is the predecessor to the Fallout 4 entire quest line, which is talking about androids from the Commonwealth. A lot of people kind of forget about this quest.
You're in the Rivet City.
But we need to convince him to give us over our 3rd piece of evidence, and then we're going to go talk to this lady who's in here. She's going to tell us to basically stop looking for the android, and then we're going to tell the man, I think his name is Zimmer. I think his name is Zimmer. We're going to tell him that he doesn't need to look around for the replicated man anymore, which completes the quest, actually, surprisingly enough. A very lazy way to complete the quest, but a way to complete the quest nonetheless. There's a bobblehead here. We talk to Dad. We tell him to go back to Project Purity, which is in the Washington Memorial? Jefferson Memorial, that's the one. Confusion. We complete Replicated Man, and then we run over to one of our favorite presidents, who is going to give us a bit of a talking to after he's talking to that door. Abraham Washington. We give him the Declaration of Independence, and we give him the violin, which completes both the Stealing Independence and the Agatha's Song quest line. You don't have to give Agatha the violin to complete that. You can give it to him.
Hello, honey.
We're also going to kill Flack, who is in the marketplace, because Flack is one of the characters we need to enslave. Again, we don't really need to enslave him. We can just kill him, and we can leave. Perfect. And on our way out, these guys are going to aggro onto us, so we need to find the best way to fast travel, which should be around here. Nope, we got unlucky. If you get unlucky, one of them can follow you out with a melee weapon and chase after you, and now we have to fast travel here. And then we go over to the Jefferson Memorial, and we do Waters of Life. Waters of Life is pretty much another sad quest that we've got to do with our dad. Hopefully no one follows us in here, nice. I'm waiting here so Dad can get here because he's ran from Rivet City to the Washington Memorial? Oh my god, I'm losing my mind. Jefferson Memorial, okay. And we're gonna take this quest from him. So you remember that I cleared out this place earlier? I cleared this out so we can come over here and complete this quest as fast as we can. I'm gonna clip out of bounds, hopefully, and grab this.
Great work on the pumps.
And we're just gonna basically fix the pumps and fuses and the water valves as much as we can. This is basically to get the cleansing of the water to start, because the whole point of this game is that our dad is a very smart individual and he knows how to stop radiation from being in the water around Washington, so we can get the monument here to actually purify the water. The downside is that the Enclave kind of catch note of this and they want to have it for themselves. So unfortunately, eventually the Enclave get wind of it and come over and stop things. But yeah, right now we are basically helping our dad out in cleansing the water, which is yeah, I mean, that's the entire storyline of the game, basically. You know, water isn't drinkable. Dad makes it drinkable and complete. But there's a lot to it because the Enclave kind of come in and mess things up.
There are a few minor repairs.
Alright, last repair. Okay, the last repair we gotta do is we gotta drain the pipes, which is outside, and that's where things go bad. But yeah, we clip out of bounds here. Another COC point. Gonna head east. And, yeah, pretty much we're gonna turn the valve outside. Also, another thing to note here is when I'm doing the up-and-coming quest with Dr. Lee, I'm going to try to avoid her as much as I can. So here's the valve here. Also, I'll show you this. Please don't grenade me. Alright, I had to kill him. Sorry. But yeah, here's the Enclave. And we are going to go back outside to figure out what's going on. And in the meantime, the Enclave have made their way into the not Lincoln, I keep changing the name every time. The Jefferson Memorial. Oh my goodness. I swear to God, I said Washington, Lincoln, Jefferson, Texas, Colorado, Arkansas Memorial. I've said them all. There's 2 Enclave soldiers we need to kill here. These guys are gonna probably follow us into the room, so it's easier to kill them and rather than risk the chance. And we're gonna talk to Colonel Autumn here. And talking to him completely skips the voice lines that he delivers, because he's going to try and talk to these people about like how, you know, the Enclave want to take over. Really, they want to take over because they want to cleanse the land of all of the like mutated people, but instead they try to tell us it's for a better cause. And this is where, unfortunately, our dad, rest his soul, leaves us. There's Liam Neeson. We didn't really get to talk to him too much, but there he goes. We'll see you later, Dad. That's the last time we talked to him. Now we're gonna push Dr. Lee down here and initiate some dialogue with her. She's gonna run along. I'm gonna do something a bit funky here. Dr. Lee and her compadres are gonna get shot. This is on purpose, don't worry about it. She doesn't seem to mind. The reason why we're doing this is for 2 reasons. 1, it skips a line of dialogue. And 2, it skips walking through the entire Taft tunnels with Dr. Lee, which in turn saves us a lot of time. We used to have to actually like transport people through this area, but now we don't have to by shooting Dr. Lee and her friends. It's very unfortunate, but again, you know, we'd do anything for a smidge of time.
Without it, like, the terminal that you just passed there, you have to do like a 2-minute cutscene there, and it does take a while and a lot of shooting.
It does. You don't even do anything for the 2 minutes too. You just sit there and wait for Dr. Lee to open the door. You're supposed to get in like a firefight with the Enclave, but that doesn't really happen if you just stand outside the door for some reason. I'm gonna try not to make a backup here. We'll see. Hopefully this works. Usually, so a lot of people do have difficulty with this with this trick because it's kind of weird. This should work though, I think. Oh, perfect. All right, there we go. So doing that completely skips this entire section, and Dr. Lee is just here right now. And instead of going in to talk to Elder Maxon, we complete the quest and go straight to Little Lamplight. And this is where we start doing what is the main part of the game that you have to do. Animal Friend, sorry, what was I looking at? We have 100 speech, so we should be able to speech our way in. But yeah, now we're gonna go get the Gek, which is inside Vault 87, which is inside the Little Lamplight, which is, you know, inside the Wasteland.
Hold it right there, lady.
This is Mayor Mccready. He's cool. He's also in Fallout 4, very interestingly enough. For people that don't know. Him amongst a few other characters that are in this game, which is kind of interesting. But yeah, we're gonna get to the Gek now, and we don't actually use Fox to pick up the Gek because that's slow. Fox, unfortunately, doesn't have a very fast movement speed. So instead, we're gonna pick it up ourselves. We're gonna use our own bodies to pick up the Gek, which is stupid because the Gek is bleeding radiation, but apparently we can do that because we can clip out of bounds and make it in. But here I gotta be very cautious because there's a super mutant up ahead that might have a... Yes, he does. That might have a missile launcher, and I've got to make sure to kill him before he kills me, because that would be very unfortunate. But now we're good. I'm gonna try to show off the best tricks here, so I'm gonna do all of the hard stuff and hope that it works out. It probably won't, but a lot of these tricks coming up are very hard and not easy to do. But I'm going to try out all of them, including Rock Skip and the early stairs clip. Wish me luck, Radio.
You've got this.
I don't know, man. Usually you don't really do the early stairs clip because it's just too... It's not really worth losing time over, but... Yeah. So these are like basically any percent strats at this point. Okay. Rock Skip. There's one.
And all of these save around like 3-ish seconds each, so
yeah,
when you add
really...
like 3 together, they are pretty good.
Yeah, but they're not really... Oh, no! Okay, never mind. That's fine. I knew I wasn't gonna get it. Alright, but that right there, you can clip back in bounds and it saves like 3 seconds, but... I'm gonna just ignore it instead. But that trick right there is not advisable to do in a run like this because it's not really worth the risk. It's a high risk, high reward. High risk, low reward kind of trick, I'd say. Right, so coming up here, you'll notice that Fox is in this tunnel, in this room. We're gonna ignore him. We don't want to talk to Fox. We don't need him. He's not useful to us. We're just gonna ignore him and we're gonna walk over here. And what we're going to do is make a hard save here, because I do want to make a safety save in case I mess this up. Do not want to lose more time than I already am. So I'm going to make a save here. Flip back in bounds. Got a wiggle to get back in. Nice. And we're going to third person interaction glitch the Gek, like so. And clip back out of bounds. Nice. And that is the Gek room, which is one of the most prominent areas in this speedrun. Every single speedrun, I think, for this game has to go through the Gek room. Yep, it does, because you have to go to Raven Rock for at least the Bobblehead. Also, this is loud. Sorry. Again, another cutscene. This is where Colonel Autumn... Oh no, Colonel Autumn's alive! He didn't die! He's actually alive, and he was alive this entire time.
Fun fact, this cutscene has like a very small chance to actually be skipped as well, but it's incredibly inconsistent that only like 4 people have ever had it.
Secured aboard my vertibird.
Yes, there's a very weird glitch where if Colonel Autumn gets like stuck on his way in, he can just skip the cutscene and start talking over each other.
She'll pass out shortly, but we can revive her.
Oh, okay.
Prepare her for
and then we got Raven Rock, and I guess we should explain. I'm going to be picking up a lot of Fox. There's a reason why, just bear with me. Yeah, it's the best way to put it. Fox are kind of like the...
So, you're...
Kind of like the juice of life. Yeah. And we need it to complete this run. For multiple reasons. But it's probably the best way to explain it is we need a lot of something to duplicate. So the best thing to pick up is forks, because there's a lot of them. I don't really know. I'm going to explain it on the way to Fort Constantine instead of explaining it now, because I got a lot of tricks to do. But first of all, we need to take our weapons back out of this locker. And then clip out of bounds. So we take our weapons. Ooh. Clip out of bounds. I'm leveling up midair, which is normal. And I'm going to pick up the fox. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. I'm going to take some extra so I don't die. Nice. Alright, so we probably picked up like 40 forks there. The reason for that is because the way that duplication works in this game is you have to duplicate with an existing item onto a item underneath it. So if I have 40 forks, I'll show it off when I do it in a second. But if I have 40 forks, and there's a stim pack underneath the forks, I can manipulate the game into thinking I'm taking 40 stim packs out of a case. If that makes sense. So I can basically trick the game into giving me 40 of an item that I shouldn't be taking out. Yeah, that's the best way to explain it. And the reason why we use forks instead of anything else is because the item has to have weight. Because it needs to give us the pop-up that says, are you sure you want to take these items? And that doesn't exist for things like ammo and stuff. So it needs to have weight to it. Also, this is President Eden. He is the President of the United States. We're gonna just steal his thing. And then clip back out of bounds. Hopefully. Alright, I'm gonna do a backup clip. Nice. So yeah, I'm gonna duplicate this more than I should, but I'm gonna show it off right here. So here is a stim pack. There's 2 there, and I'm gonna put the forks over. I'm gonna do this. You see how I have this pop-up here that says how many do you want to take, but the forks are gone. That's because if I press A, it's gonna take 35 of these. Now I have 39 stim packs instead of the 4 that I had before. And I'm going to do that a couple of times because I want to get a lot of stim packs. That trick works in both Fallout 3 and New Vegas, although in New Vegas it's a bit more prominent because you can use it with ammo on the hardcore mode. It's a very, very great bug. I'm going to do it again here. There's a bit of a timing to it, so you have to like press left click and then A like shortly after, like that. But as you can see now, if I show you, I'm going to drop a few things. Okay, drop these. Drop these. As you can see, we have 100 stim packs. So yeah. And we're going to do that as well with Nuka-Cola Quantums, because Quantums are needed for a quest too, which is the Nuka-Cola Challenge quest. But yeah, now is the perfect time for donations, if you have any.
All right, perfect. Thank you so much. We got $22.23 from Marshall saying, Big Bean, big cause combined forces, heat to call Bean. And I'm sure a few of you could probably guess that this went for indeed calling the save file in the next Fallout run, Big Bean 2. So, you know, we're climbing up there. Keep it coming, and maybe we can win over Heck 21. We also got $5 from Zet saying, whenever I see this game, I think about what a wise man once said about it. But it's still a Branston pickle, and if you let it take you in, you'll be swimming in it till your eyes fall out. Fallout 3, that is. Good luck on the rest of the run, Jabo.
I've never heard that before. That's interesting. Thank you. I appreciate it.
It's from Zero Punctuation, actually. They had an episode about Fallout 3, just in case you want to check that out later.
Oh, okay. Yeah, okay. I haven't seen that video. But yeah, I'll check it out. This is where we started to kind of wrap up the base game for people that are interested in what we're doing. We have to collect basically the last 3 bobbleheads and start initiating the DLCs. There is a few base game quests that we're not going to do until the end of the game, and there's reasons for that I'll get to. But right here is the pit. This is the train tunnel for the pit that we're going to go to next. We're also going to go to Fort Constantine, which is just across that way. But before we do that, we need to initiate the starting pit DLC quest, which is the way that we initiate that is by going to Werner, who's over this hill. Oh, great. Oh, no! This is... Funnily enough... I'm not gonna say it. I can't hit him. This is not normal, and I have to, unfortunately, make a save and quit the game. So that right there is a super duper rare glitch that I've never had in Fallout 3 for like 2 years now. And I don't know why, we don't know why it happens. There you go. That is just incredible. I'm not gonna say the line though. But yeah, I have to get Speed Cribble back again.
Could I maybe read one more donation while you do that?
Yes.
Alright, perfect. Because we got $50 from I'm Jabo, saying, hello there, fellow Jabo. Mind telling us who had the name first?
I have to concede this. So when I was a kid, my name, I had it as my old RuneScape account, so technically I had it first, but when it came to Twitch, I didn't make an account till like, I think 2017? I can't remember. No, it was way before that. Maybe like 2015. Anyways, when my channel started to get bigger, somebody found out about it whose name was I'm Jabo, and at the time, my name was It's Jabo. So it was kind of interesting that we found each other, and yeah, he's been a part of the community ever since. I thought he was a troll account, but his account was created in like 2011, so it's kind of interesting. But hey, thanks, I'm Jabo.
Thank you for your help.
I appreciate it. You're not Jabo, I'm Jabo, but hey, thanks for the donation, I'm Jabo. You're not Jabo though, I am. Appreciate it. Alright, that's Werner. We started the Pit DLC, and now we're going over to Fort Constantine. We're picking up the last remaining free bobbleheads of the run. The last one is in Paradise Falls, but we'll leave that right to the end. This one in Fort Constantine is just around over there, but we're going to have to walk past this way because the Enclave up there might be able to kill us again. Now that we've initiated the ending of the game, which is by going to Raven Rock, by the way, the Enclave have kind of taken over the entirety of like the map. So we do have to be cautious about where the Enclave are and make sure that they do not, you know, hurt us, so to speak. They do walk around with missile launchers, and there's a good chance that they can cripple our legs, which again slows us down. But here's one of the bobbleheads. We are on bobblehead number 17 for people that are keeping count, which means we have 18, 19, 20 left, which is free. Good maths, yeah. But now we're going to go over to Deathclaw Sanctuary, which is over to the southwest. And once we get these, we're going to start doing the DLCs. And if it's okay, I've ran out of water and I need to go get water. I'll be as fast as I can. There's a cutscene for the first DLC. I'm going to use that time to swiftly go get some water because my throat's getting really dry. And I'm out. But yeah, the first DLC we're going to go to is Point Lookout, which is in probably around about 2 to 3 minutes. Yeah, if there's anything, any donos, you can read them out, I guess.
Absolutely, and a good reminder for chat as well to remember to stay hydrated since we have a long run ahead. But we did get $25 from Rare Wares saying, I've got ice cream. Not sure what that's in reference to, but it did go towards the save file name choice being Big Bean too, so you know, we're still climbing up there. So keep those donations coming if you want to see it beat.
I'm glad you have ice cream and I hope you enjoy it, Rare Wares. I struggle with pronouncing your name, but hey, I appreciate the 25, dude. Oh, okay, this is Deathclaw Sanctuary, probably one of the scariest locations outside of Yoguai Tunnels. We're out of here though. Nice. I do have to be cautious. He's got a missile launcher, I saw that, so I'm gonna take the safe route here and make sure he doesn't launch at me, which means I'm gonna have to quick save, quick load a lot here. That is unfortunate, but it means we're gonna have to lose a bit of like time, maybe like 10 seconds. We have to take the slow path. Like I said, the Enclave are randomly generated in, and whether or not they have missile launches is just down to random. That's until we obviously end the Enclave, which is coming up soonish, but yeah. Whew. Okay, next we're up to WKML. WKML is just basically an outpost where they have like a radio transmission, and as soon as we're done here with the second last bobblehead, we are going to go over to Point Lookout. That's going to be the third DLC of the run. We've done Mothership Zero and we've done Operation Anchorage so far, in case you've missed that. Those were very, very short DLCs. We do have Point Lookout, the Pit, and Broken Steel left to do. If you've played this game before, you'll know that Broken Seal requires us to end the game. Obviously, we're going to end the game anyways with a quest, but we do have to do a bit of late game content after the ending of the game. Man, that was a mouthful. But yeah, that's the WKML Bobblehead. Ooh, I can't fast travel. There we go, nice. And we're going to be going to Point Lookout. Point Lookout is a lot to manage. It's the biggest DLC both in size and in content. There is a lot of quests to do, so I'm gonna have to really manage myself correctly. It's very easy to forget a few things here and there. I'm gonna try to explain it as best as I can. There might be moments where I miss a few things, but hopefully I don't mess it up. Point Lookout again, big DLC. It's my favorite DLC for Fallout 3 actually. I'm a huge fan of it, and I do enjoy it. But there's a few wacky things in it. Also, I gotta make sure that I have enough money coming up here to buy 2 tickets into the DLC, one to get in and one to get out. That is obviously, you know, because we need to get access to the DLC. But to make sure we have enough money for that, we picked up weapons inside of Mothership Zero. There is a way to duplicate weapons and ammo and ghost dupe things so we don't have to, you know, have enough money. However, I don't like doing it because I feel like it's just... It takes around about the same speed as selling off weapons. There's no real... Other than the fact that you have to pick them up.
Welcome, my friend.
Hey, this is Toba. 1 second. Need to buy
Just
2
don't
tickets.
come crying to me when a Mirelurk is
And I'm
chewing
gonna
on
sell
your
this.
guts.
Nice. And that's perfect. We also have over 1,000 caps, which means we can buy ourselves stuff when we get in. I'm gonna go quickly get water, so if you need to read anything out, that's perfectly fine. I'll be back in a quick second.
Alright, in that case, I will take a moment to remind you all that we are trying to raise money to see Big Bean 2 being the save file name for the Fallout 3 run coming up. We are catching up. Heck 21 is still quite a bit ahead, but we are catching up, so, you know, there's still time to get those donations in if you do want to see Big Bean 2 as the name for the save file. And if you are wondering what your money is going towards, it is going towards Alzheimerfonden, which is the Swedish national fundraising organization focusing on Alzheimer's disease and other dementia-related diseases. Their aim and purpose is to increase fundraising to the benefit of scientific research in order to find a cure for Alzheimer's disease. So, wonderful cause, and thank you so much to everyone that has donated so far.
Alright. Whew. That was a quick run. I might need a second to get my breath back, actually. Okay, so good. We're in Point Lookout now, and we've got to get a few quests on the way. I'm gonna take a quick sip, actually. But yeah, Point Lookout, like I said, has a lot of side content to it. The most prominent being both Pilk Safari and the soil extraction that we've got to do. Also got to pick up these batteries too for some moonshine that we're going to make later on as well with Marguerite. So yeah, also good to know that Big Bean 2 is catching up with Heck 21. I'm a huge fan of the name Big Bean 2. I definitely think it's better than Heck 21, but you know, that is what it is. So these things here are worth explaining. These are holes in the ground. Yes, that's what they're called. I've got to discover 3 of these throughout the entirety of this area, and I need to pick up the soil extraction data. I've got to use this to finish a quest. It's kind of weird, and I might forget where they are, so I've got to make sure I don't forget them. Also, I need to discover Marguerite's shack here, but we're going to come back to that later on. We're also going to go up to discover a few locations, because essentially being in this DLC is kind of like entering a new wasteland, where we do the same route as we did in the main game, where we basically walk around and discover locations, discover the start of quests, weapons, armors, anything we need, and then we do the second round of completing quests and handing them in, because it's faster that way. This is the cathedral, which is where the tribals live. We are going to side with them because it's faster, and it's also better as well. So we're going to side with them instead of siding with the bad guys. So actually, yeah, that's kind of true. We actually do a good thing in this run. Nice. Other than killing Harold. I would never mind. Killing Harold was not a good thing. Alright, anyways, this is the ritual site. We'll come back to that in a bit. Did I get the Raven Rock Bobblehead? I did. Oh, wait. Radio, did I get the Raven Rock Bobblehead?
I think you did, yeah.
Okay. I think I did. Yes, I did, because I was talking about duplication. Oh, don't scare me like that. The Raven Rock Bobblehead is the only bobblehead you can't get outside of being in the location. Because Vault 101 we go back to, and Megaton's always there. I hope I got the Raven Rock Bobblehead. It doesn't really matter, because, I mean, yeah, the run will be invalid, but I did the route the same. But I think I picked it up. I think we're good. Alright, this is the Velvet Curtain, which is a very long quest line about discovering some Chinese spies and, you know, picking up their trail. Instead of doing that, we're going to clip out of bounds and just teleport to the location, like so. And we're going to use this to just finish the quest. This is the fastest quest in the game because we complete it as soon as we get it. So we get given the quest there, and we'll complete it pretty much instantly. Because, yeah. There we go, quest complete. That quest used to be very long, and it actually was like the hardest part of this entire DLC, but now it's not because we found a way to skip the entire thing. I'm gonna kill these Mirelurks. Oh, I'm wasting ammo. I need to kill these Mirelurks so they don't stop me from fast traveling, because enemies will stop you from fast traveling, so I'm gonna kill these two at least. One thing to note, actually, which is probably worth talking about, is weapon spread. Weapons have spread to them, which is kind of tied to your gun skill. So the higher your gun skill is, the more likely it is to hit a target. It's a kind of a neat way that they tied into this game about how, if you increase your gun skill, weapons are more likely to hit their targets, and the weapon spread is lowered. So that's why some of the alien shots are going to hit and some of them are going to miss. It's not down to actually having good aim, so to speak. It's about just getting lucky with your shots. So it might look like I'm really bad at the game. I'm not. I don't think I am. It's just more down to the game being not nice to me. So, yeah. Also, this is Walking with Spirits. Okay, this is the main quest line. Desmond is going to want us to infiltrate the tribals and kill them. We're not going to do that. We're going to side with the tribals because they're good people. Although this quest line does involve us taking a few drugs and getting lost along the way. Desmond is not a nice guy, so we're going to double cross him and blow up his mansion soon. But we're not going to do that just yet. We are going to go back over here and complete some side content. Perfect.
Hark, who lingers at the threat?
And now is a big long walking section, so anything that needs to be read?
Alright, we did get $25 from Katie? Katie? Sorry if I butchered your name, but good luck on the run, Jabo. Thank you so much for that donation. And, you know, once again, we are trying to raise money for Big Bean 2 and, of course, Alzheimer Fonden, but Big Bean 2 for the Save File name choice coming up, so get those donations in.
Over here is the second soil hill, or hole in the ground, so to speak. There's 3 total, and this is the second one. These are kind of confusing to remember where they are, but luckily we're pretty good at getting them. And then we're going to pick up the third one, which is just around the corner, coming up soon. Then we're going to continue the main storyline and basically continue doing the DLC. This DLC has a lot of walking in it, and it's kind of the longest one in the entire game. But once we're done with it, it's moving on to the pit, which is pretty fast. And then Broken Steel. Once we're done with, I think, before we start Broken Steel, we do a lot of the base game quests, the ones that we have left to hand in. There's still roughly 3, 4, maybe 5 base game quests to hand in. So we need to do those as well. So yeah, this is the third piece. Also, you'll probably notice that I've been picking up fission batteries too. Like I said before, that is for making Marguerite's moonshine. There is an actual quest in this game to make moonshine, and that's what we do. We need to get 3 pieces of yeast, 10 punga fruits, and I think it's 5 batteries total. We pick up, I think, 6, because we need another one for Riley's Ranges later on, which is one of the worst quests in the game, in my opinion, because of how long it is. But here we have some difficult clips coming up that I'm going to make some backup saves for, because they are kind of hard to do. The first is the clip into the out of bounds section, and then we got to clip back inbounds. This skips a long walking section, and it also skips doing some wacky stuff later on. So I'm going to clip inbounds, out of bounds, like this. This clip is easy. The clip inbounds is fairly easy if you find the spot. This is fairly new though, these clips. Before, the old clips were really hard and not fun to do, and a lot of people complain about them. Who found these new clips, Radio? Do you know?
I believe it was Salmon.
Yeah, I think it was actually, you're right, yeah. Salmon is another long Fallout-free runner who runs like longer categories, so to speak. And he found these clips, which are a lot easier, because before they were pretty difficult, but now they're fairly easy. So this is the punga fruit. It's basically a very pungent piece of, fruit that is basically a drug that people use to see things. We took it, but instead of seeing the crazy things that we took, instead of seeing the crazy hallucinations, we're just going to clip out of bounds. I believe if you take the drug and just walk out, you will see things like a big baby and stuff like that, but we miss all that. And next we're going to go over to, I forgot what this place is called.
The Black Hole Manor.
Yeah, Black Hole Manor. Black Hole Manor is where we, find, I think it's the Necronomicon, and hand it in, and we don't do any of the, we don't help out his daughter, so to speak, who tries to stop him. Yeah. Ooh. Okay, perfect. We need those yeast again for the,
Keep your distance.
For the moonshine.
Good.
But this is Abadiah. He wants us to go get him a very creepy book, and we're gonna go do that. He also gives us a lot of money for doing so. We're gonna go back over here, though, first of all, because we need to talk to the tribals. Because we did that trial.
Truly the mother.
This is Jimson. He's the leader of the tribals. He's not the leader. I think he's like the co-leader. The other leader is like down below, right? Yeah. Perfect.
Looks like another newbie.
So we pick up as much of that as we can. We talk to her. We ask her where the leader of the tribe is, which is Jackson. Yeah, that's the leader of the tribe. Then we leave. And this is Walking with the Spirits Complete 2. So we've completed basically the main storyline for the entirety of the DLC. And we just have a few things left to do. And now we have to go do side content. The first piece of side content is Pilk Safari, which is the kind of predecessor to Call of Duty Zombies. You'll see what I mean when it comes to it. But we have to basically fight off waves of zombies that attack us. Weirdly enough, we have to pay to do the quest, which is usually you get paid for doing them. But in this case, we have to pay Pilk.
Alright, I am so sorry about that, but it looks like Jabo temporarily lost his internet connection. So give us a moment while we get him back and we will continue. So sorry about this interruption.
So stupid.
Hello, I think I'm back.
Yes,
Hello.
you are.
Yes,
I can hear
perfect.
you. Hello.
Okay. Sorry about that. My internet just randomly cut out. Okay, I need to get this back up. Okay, are we good? Alright, I'm gonna continue. Oh. So, am I 100% back on? Yes.
Welcome.
Yes, you are. I can see the game.
Okay, okay, that's fine. Sorry, I don't know what happened. My internet just randomly cut off. Not usually happens. I don't know. It shouldn't happen again, I hope. But yeah, this is Pilk Safari. Okay, my chat is coming back now. Okay, I'm sorry, guys. That's just very unfortunate. I still think we should be underestimate, so we should be good. I didn't move, so you didn't miss much, I don't think. We just basically went into Pilk Safari, and we're doing the
Just gotta
So
check real quick because I think the game feed might be frozen.
Is it?
Yes.
It is, yes.
Let me ping tech.
Okay, I've resetted my stream. Oh, okay. Sorry. Oh no. Tell me when it's back on. I'm hovering between the menus.
Alright, I'm keeping an eye out. Alright, it seems to be back.
Just give
That
me a
is
content.
a worst nightmare come true. That's what that is. I'm so that's so unfortunate. Oh, I've restarted.
We good.
We good? Okay,
Yes,
we're
we're good. It's good. It's going. Go ahead.
So all that I did was I don't know when it cut out. I'm assuming it cut out on my way to Pilk Safari, which is when I was done entering the Punga Fruit place. And the best way to explain this is I've just walked off a cliff, entered a little like cave, and then started this quest. Nothing super. You didn't really miss out on too much. So we should still be good. But yeah. We just basically came down here, started killing ghouls. I can tell you how much time we lost in that time. I still think we're going to be underestimate. We're not on world record pace anymore. We weren't on world record pace going into this, unfortunately, but we were like 2 hours ago. You know, like 3 minutes into the run. Okay, we lost a total of 2 minutes, which isn't too bad. I don't think so. All right, so that's Pilk Safari complete. I don't think I need to explain too much. Sorry about the internet dropping. It's very unfortunate. It's completely out of my control. I don't know what happened. But yeah, we're back, and that's what matters. So now we're going to go over to Jackson, who is the leader of the tribal, so to speak. And he is pretty unhappy with Desmond. And Desmond is trying to... I believe Desmond is trying to, like... I don't think... Is he trying to kill him? I can't remember. I think he's trying to take over him or something. But what we're going to do is, in order to prevent the game soft locking here, we need to kill that guy and quick save, quick load. And what that does is it prevents the game from randomly bugging out and breaking. We don't know why that happens, but it does.
There's a lot of audio overlapping there, and I think the engine just gets a bit too overloaded all at once.
I knew it.
Yeah. I think that's what, yeah, that is what it is. That's one of the main causes of crashes in this game, actually, is audio overlapping.
It is.
So now I am quick save, quick loading to avoid conversation. We're gonna go blow up someone's house, which is pretty cool, I guess. I think it's Desmond's house, right?
It is Desmond's mansion, yeah.
Yeah, so unfortunately Desmond's mansion has to go, but pretty cool explosion. Woo! And this is where we start to take the good path, so to speak. What's going to happen here on outwards is we're not going to just constantly go to finishing the quest line like we should. We're going to go do... It's like I'm still stuck in fast. There we go. We are going to be doing the Dark Heart of Black Hole quest, which is where we pick up the Necronomicon. So we're going to do basically, I think it's two free side quests. Which is the Dark Heart of Black Hole. We're going to be completing the Soil Extraction quest, and then we're going to be doing the Moonshine, which is pretty cool. That's the Necronomicon. We picked it up, and we need to hand it back to Obadiah. We can't hand it to his daughter, but I think his daughter's gone at this point, because we haven't interacted with her once, which is unfortunate. So yeah, we're going to go... But first of all, we need to hand in those soil extractions. Soil, not soy. I'm not saying soy extractions. Soil. Sorry. My accent isn't too good at pronouncing certain words. But yeah, is there anything else to explain? I don't think so. Really. I mean, one thing worth noting is when I'm getting to fast travel points like this, I will kill off creatures nearby. That is specifically so I can fast travel. Because as you can tell, you're not able to fast travel in this game unless there's no enemies nearby. So killing off local enemies is like really helps. We do take the animal friend perk to help with that, so that animals aren't considered enemies. This is where I hand in the soil extractions. This is kind of a useless quest. It just gives you nothing, but, you know, mission complete, right? Next, we're going to hand in the Necronomicon, which is over here, to this guy. He gives us 1,000 caps. We don't really need the caps at this point, although they are useful for later, because we need to buy some child slaves. Anyways, moonshine time, which means we got to make some moonshine with Marguerite. We need to hand over some fishing batteries, some yeast, and some punga fruit, which is what we've been collecting throughout the entire run, which makes doing this a lot easier. We're going to sleep in her bed so she can't sleep in it, and that's going to save us some time and let us heal too, which is perfect. When we wake up, the moonshine's going to be complete, and we can leave the DLC, which is Point Lookout complete. Then we're going to be going over to the pit, and the pit is very short, actually. I swear when I played this game, I remember the pit being like so much longer.
Good thing, sweet.
But it's really short in this run. Can I fast travel? Oh, nice. Let's go. Oh, also, Shorty just died. So that pop-up for Shorty dying, for anyone that's very curious as to why it popped up, do you remember when I was like killing people and talking about how I can't enslave them? That's because there's 4 people for that quest line, and we enslaved 1 person. That is the strictly business quest. Shorty dying lets us finish the quest. So now that quest is complete. And that's Point Lookout complete too. We are done. That's the 3rd DLC down. So we've completed Mothership Zero, Anchorage, and Point Lookout. Now we're doing the pit. Yes, welcome to the pit.
Could I read a quick donation?
Oh yeah, sure.
Okay, thank you very much. We got $5 from Nessie saying, Jabo, when will you blow up Megaton?
I can't in this run, unfortunately. I would if it didn't lose time. It loses so much time though. Because to blow up Megaton, you'd have to go up and talk to Tempe Tower. It's just so much faster. Like, it's faster to just defuse the bomb. There is a speedrun for blowing up Megaton though, but you know, that's a different thing.
I think it's just over 6 minutes, the water upload.
It's very short. But hey, we're in the pit now. We're not technically in the pit just yet, but we're on the pit DLC. That woman I killed was supposed to take away our weapons. We didn't let her, because why would we? Instead, we killed her and then ran past her. That was actually only surprisingly recently found. You'd be surprised that we didn't know that you could just kill her and run past her. Like, we found out about that like a year ago. So this is actually still fairly new, which is kind of interesting. Our old route was to just run past her and then like walk slowly across the bridge so we could have Werner follow us. But, you know, someone was just like, why don't we just kill her? Why don't we just kill the lady and run past her? I was like, oh, okay. And then we found out that Werner would still follow you and you can bypass one of the quests.
Werner sent you, didn't you?
That's obviously worth noting too, is there is only 2 quests in this DLC, I believe. No, there's 3. Yes, there's 3 quests. One of them is to get into the pit. The other one is to finish the arena. And the second one is to get out of the pit. We've already made it into the pit. Now we're gonna get into the arena by picking up 10 iron ingots. I'm gonna wait there because I want to make an autosave. Because I want to clip through this door. There we go. That door clip is very hard. It's not really a good door clip. You can get clipped out of bounds, so you want to make a quick save. Not a quick save, a hard save. Which is done by waiting. That's 2 ingots. We're gonna pick up 10 total. There's 100 ingots in this DLC. There's actually a speedrun to pick up all 100 ingots, which is actually worth watching. But we're only gonna pick up 10 because we need any weapon to get into the arena. We, if you couldn't tell, managed to keep our alien blaster, which we're not supposed to have in this DLC. We're not supposed to be able to like have, you know, alien technology, so to speak. So we've kind of snuck this in, and the game is gonna freak out, and like the arena is gonna be very easy. Little side note for the arena announcement. Wait, I can't fast travel. Oh no. We might have a problem. Can I fast travel, please? Okay, I'm gonna have to walk over to the front door. This is unfortunate. Right here is a bunch of enemies all interacting with each other, and if they do that, they won't let you fast travel. Okay. Oh, there you are. I was wondering where he was. Please? There we go. Alright, finally. Okay. That is just luck-based, basically. If you're very lucky, after you pick up the 10th ingot, you should be able to fast travel straight away. If you're unlucky, then you have to mess around, and unfortunately we got very unlucky. But hey, it is what it is.
All right, we can talk.
Medea's going to talk to us. She's going to tell us about how we need a weapon. We're going to tell her that we've already got the 10 ingots right now.
What's going on in here, Medea?
Like that.
Good.
And then we're going to hand them over. And now we're going to have a very awesome interaction with this fine gentleman up here. He is going to land perfectly on us. Beautiful. Alright. And we're just going to use this as a time to skip this dialogue and get out. So, we've just been allowed access into the pit arena. The pit arena is where we have to fight, I think it's a total of 6 enemies in a course of 3 battles. Again, we're only supposed to have, like, a hand axe or something. We're not really supposed to have the alien blaster, but we're just going to make a really short work of the arena. I'm going to punch in the air there to skip dialogue, because I don't want to talk to that lady outside, obviously. And this is Phaedra. Hey, what up, Phaedra? She has very crusty skin. I don't know what to say about her. I'm going to use my sword here to... Oh. I'm going to use my sword to kill these guys. Because I want to preserve my ammo as best as I can. And if you try to shoot them, they move around. So there's 3 total battles I've got to do. This is to get access to the kind of like upper area of the DLC. So yeah, I've got to complete the arena to be considered like, you know, good enough to be in the upper area. If I get to the upper area, then I'm just going to talk to Werner straight away and finish the DLC. Also, a little side note, this DLC has like a very well-known part of it where people seem to think that you can like eat a baby in this DLC. That is a complete lie. You can't. Apparently, people thought if you had the cannibal perk, you could eat the baby in the DLC. I'll show you the baby afterwards, but you can't eat the baby. It's not true. You can't. I don't think I've took the cannibal perk, but if I level up at some point, I will, just to prove a point. So, like, yeah, it's kind of weird to explain, but essentially put, there's a baby in the DLC, there's something about a cure to, like, the people who are in the pit, because they have, like, flaky skin from being here, and if you took the cannibal perk, people thought that you could eat the baby. It's actually a mod that's required, you can't do it in the base game. You can't kick the baby, no, you can't, the only thing you can do is steal the baby, which is arguably just as bad, but we don't do that either. Instead, we just leave the baby alone, we let him sleep, we let him have his rest, okay? We leave the baby alone. You can't eat the baby. I'm sick of people coming into my stream and telling me that you can eat the baby. You can't. We good? Good. Alright, let's go talk to Werner. Let's get out of this DLC. That is the pit complete. Here he is. And this is why we took Black Widow right at the start of the game.
Ah, you finally made it.
Is so we can tell Werner that we don't want to deal with him. And we're going to talk to Asher up in Haven, up here. And then we're going to complete it. And this is basically game complete. I'm going to show the baby because I want to show people what I'm talking about. Whew. But yeah, this is the pit complete. And the only DLC we have left is Broken Steel, essentially. But right after this, we're going to complete a few extra quests and then hand in what is the ending cutscene. But here's the baby. Here you go. There he is. Sleeping. Yep. It's kind of weird that I went in there and just stared at the baby, but yeah, it is what it is. And no, you cannot eat the baby. Alright, pit complete. I think we have one of the best DLCs left, which is Broken Steel, in my opinion. But we have to do Trouble on the Homefront first, which is a very cool quest. Alright, pit complete. Nice, we're done. Can I fast travel? Nice, I can. Alright, perfect. So we're going to go back to Vault 101. If you remember, in Vault 101, we had to, you know, escape. Now, they've kind of overthrown the Overseer, and the Overseers went a bit crazy. If you don't know what the whole point of Vault 101 is, Vault 101 was purposely, like, made to never open up to the outside world. The whole point of this vault was to stay alive without letting people leave. And the people here want to leave, and we are going to go help them by forcing them to leave because we're going to get rid of their water supply. That's right, we're going to absolutely screw them over and delete all of their water supply, meaning that they have no choice but to leave the vault, which starts an uprising, and I'm pretty sure the Overseer kills everyone. I'm not too sure actually what happens after this, but hey. Do you know what happens, Radio?
Not with the ending we do, because there's quite a lot of endings to this quest.
Yeah, there's multiple endings to this quest. The one we do, I believe what happens is, because the water's messed up, the Overseer just goes crazy. But, I could be wrong. There is one change that karma can make to this run that it doesn't do. If we have negative karma before taking the, strictly business quest, we can skip 2 lines of dialogue. That's the only change that karma can have on this run. Other than that, karma is kind of useless, other than for perks, but we don't need it for perks. Yeah. So the only thing it can do is save time, but unfortunately we kind of routed that out of the run when we changed the beginning of the game a while back. Okay, so we're making our way over to Galaxy News Radio. This is one of the most famous quests in the game, and we're just getting around to doing it now, except we're not. What we're going to do instead is discover Galaxy News Radio. This is the train station before Galaxy News Radio. I guess you can kind of recognize it somewhat. This is like the first time you ever meet the ghouls, but instead we're going to ignore them because we don't want to. Also, at this point onwards, we're going to be checking for Nuka-Cola Quantums, because Nuka-Cola Quantums, we need them to duplicate. We're going to be checking as many of these Nuka-Cola machines as we can. There's a 1 in 10 chance that a Nuka-Cola machine is going to have a Quantum, and we want to get extremely lucky from here to the end of the run. If we don't get one from here till we get to the quest, we're going to just check Nuka-Cola, not Nuka-Cola. We're going to check the Super Duper Mart, but come on, let's go. Let's get it
Do I
right
have
here.
time to read a quick donation?
Yes, you do.
All right, perfect, thank you. We got $35 from Mercurius59 saying, "It's okay, Jabo. We know the run was going to world record before the internet died on you. Hi from everyone in chat."
Did he say we knew it wasn't going to?
No, he knew it was going to.
Yeah, okay. That's nice. All right.
Yeah, this also, of course, went to the save file name choice of Big Bean too, so, you know, we're climbing up there, keep them coming.
All I'm saying is...
Here is the end of the game, by the way. So I should probably explain this glitch that we're doing. We have initiated 2 quests at the same time.
You're back.
We've initiated Galaxy News Radio, which means that Sentinel Lines wants to talk to us. And we're also initiating the end quest, meaning that she wants to escort Optimus Prime over here. I know he's not called Optimus Prime, but I like to call him that.
Before we get started...
So what we've done is essentially put her in limbo between 2 quest lines, which means that she has to follow us around no matter what. But she also wants to escort Optimus Prime as well. The problem with this is she doesn't know what to do. And we can use this to our advantage to completely skip the end of the game. Meaning we don't have to help this guy get around anywhere. We can completely ignore him and just go right to the end. As you can see, she's already leaving. That's because she's trying to go to Galaxy News Radio because she's supposed to be there. It's all completely messed up, but don't worry, it's premeditated and we know what we're doing. I do hope this works out. There's a good chance this doesn't work, and that would be very sad. I do have a backup save just in case. But there he goes. There's our big boy. Look at him go. We're gonna go all of the way over to Jefferson Memorial. Right, Radio? Mm-hmm. Am I getting this right? Okay, good. Oh, I don't know why I'm getting so confused with my memorials today. But yeah, right now, Sentinel Lines should be escorting Optimus Prime across the bridge. But we're just going to walk right over here and enter and leave. And what's going to happen is she's going to teleport to us. We're then going to talk to her and basically break her AI into walking into the room. And what that does is lets us finish the game. Because at any point, we could have finished the game. after Raven Rock, but we want to be able to finish the game and play the Broken Steel DLC, right? So if we just end the game, we can't initiate the DLC. We have to end the game with Sentinel Lines, and that's the main problem because, as you can tell, Sentinel Lines is too busy pushing Prime across the lake or the river, which is also funny because the way that we do this puts us constantly in the end game state, but you know, it is what it is. The only downside is we don't get to escort Prime. He's one of my favorite characters in the game, and I think it's really unfortunate, but we do get to talk to him later on. Don't worry, he's in Broken Steel. We do get to watch him there. Unfortunately, we don't really get to see a good part of him, but hey. Alright, nice. This didn't bug out. Thank goodness. And behind me, she's gonna be bugged. See? Nice. She's got a weapon on her hand. This is going perfect. Thank goodness for this. I was so nervous about this not working.
Dr. Lee, it's Sarah Lyons.
Okay, so we just completely bugged out the quest. We didn't have to do the whole Optimus Prime section. Woo! Okay, good. I was very nervous about this not working. Nice. Okay, now we have like a 2-minute cutscene, which is a perfect time to do basically nothing. I'm gonna take it as a time to take a toilet break, if that's okay. So you have the floor if you have anything to read out. This cutscene is very loud, so if you're the technician, you might want to turn it down. So yeah, I'll be back in about a minute, if that's okay.
That is okay with me.
Okay.
Right. Hopefully chat can still hear me, because we did get a $5 donation from Meta saying Big Bean 2 to the moon. So of course this donation again went to the name choice of Big Bean 2, which is it's climbing up there, but we still have quite a ways to go. As much as we are inching closer, we're still not as close as we maybe should be to beat Heck 21. So you know, keep those donations coming if you do want to see Big Bean 2 in the lead. And you know, if you want to donate for something else, we do have another big incentive coming up as well. If you want to see Big John run the wacky world of miniature golf later on in the marathon, then you can donate towards that. And in case you are curious what your donations are going to, they are going to support Alzheimerfonden, which is the Swedish national fundraising organization focusing on Alzheimer's disease and other dementia-related diseases. Alzheimer's has no current cure, but treatments for symptoms are available and research does continue. Although current treatments cannot stop Alzheimer's from progressing, they can temporarily slow the worsening of dementia symptoms and improve quality of life for those with Alzheimer's and their caregivers. Alzheimer's is also the 6th leading cause of death in the United States. And on average, a person with Alzheimer's lives 4 to 8 years after diagnosis, but they can live as long as 20 years depending on other factors. So again, I know I've said this a lot, but this really is a fantastic cause, and even though it is a Swedish fundraising organization, any research done towards Alzheimer's will of course benefit the world as a whole. So you know, this goes for everyone, to cure the disease all over the world and not just in Sweden. And if you are curious about what other options you can get as well, you can be eligible to win a couple of prizes if you do choose to donate. With a minimum donation of $25, which is across the whole marathon by the way, not just a single donation, you can be entered to win a ViewSonic Elite XG270. And if you donate a minimum of $35, then you can be eligible to win the ViewSonic VX2758, a lot of more numbers and letters. If you do want to see them and read more about both of these monitors, you can go to prizes.esamarathon.com to read more, and see pictures of course as well.
War never changes.
So yeah, there's plenty of good happening here with the money that you choose to support us with, so thank you very much for that.
Okay, that is the long cutscene over and done with. We finished the game, essentially. That's what we've done. We put ourselves in the end game state now, where we are in Broken Steel. This is 2 weeks after we went into the radiation chamber and magically survived. It's pretty cool that we get to play the game after it's completed, which is awesome, and you do actually get to see a lot of the changes that take place. But first of all, we got to start a few quests and complete a few of the base game quests before we can even do the Broken Steel DLC.
Careful.
Just a reminder, I'm still looking around for a Quantum. We need to duplicate Quantums for the Nuka-Cola Challenge quest, so we're still looking around for that. Oh, let's go. That is incredibly lucky, not unlucky. Nice. Nice. All right, that's cool. All right, we got it. No more worrying about that. All right, perfect. So we got our 35 quantums by duplicating them. Perfectly well done. Let's initiate the Broken Steel quest line by talking to Scribe Rothschild. Scribe Rothschild, we'll have to talk to him again later on when we talk to him and Elder Maxon. But he's going to basically give us an update on what is happening in the game. Not game, the world. As the Enclave have been basically pushed back to
If there's anything else,
their airstrip that they have outside of Washington. We're going to go there eventually, but first of all, we got to do some side content, really. So we got to do 2 quests here. Waterway and Cult. These are 2 very interesting quests. One of them, we have to deal with a cult inside of Megaton. And the other one is we have to deal with people killing transports who are transporting water to people across the wasteland. These are all DLC contents, despite the fact that they take place in the base game, which is pretty cool. It's cool that they put in extra content after, you know, the ending of the game. So I kind of like it. Plus, it's got its own quest line away from this. So first of all, we're going to go to the Cult. The Cult is not inside Megaton, believe it or not. They're right outside Megaton in Springfield, but we're going to go talk to the leader again, and you know what it means when we go talk to someone. We don't really talk to them, we shoot them, but hey, we're going to go have a conversation with the leader of the cult and tell him to stop, and that's dealing with the cult complete. There's 2 people I need to kill here. The one person outside has the key to get inside, like this, and the second one is inside, who is the cult leader. She is. And now we go deal with the trouble of Rivet City. So Rivet City has a transporting goods of water that's happening right now, and they keep having bandits who will prevent you from, you know, transporting water to people that need it. So we take the quest from her and we head over to the Citadel. Now, funnily enough, as you can tell, we are still in the end game section of the game. We didn't complete the game properly. So we still have a war with the Enclave going on, despite the fact that the Enclave are supposed to be outside of Washington right now, but they're not. Funnily enough, this is caused by us breaking the game with Sentinel Lions. So this is completely abnormal behavior, but hey, it is what it is. We're going to go over here and kill these 2 Enclave on top of the bridge so we can fast travel away. And then we're going to drop down and kill the bad people underneath if they're still alive. This should hopefully blow that up. Nice. Oh, they're still alive. That's real unfortunate. That is real unfortunate. I got absolutely screwed over there. 2 seconds. I need to go get Cliff Cripple back. So this can happen at any point in the run. If you get crippled like this, you've got to get it back. So I've got to do this again, which is the infamous getting speed cripple thing. But hey, we didn't lose too much time. But yeah, there we go. And underneath are the bad people. Wait, that is a bandit. We pick up this. That is incredibly unlucky, but it's fine. And now we have to deal with the people stealing the stuff, which is, you know, Split Jack and his buddies. Nice. Trouble dealt with, and we're done with Rivet City. If you have any donations, perfect time.
I sure do. We got $12 from Lambda217 saying, slightly unnerving default Twitch smiley emote. Thank you very much. And then we also got another $5 from Marshall saying, just remember, if we get Big Bean 2, anything is possible. Golden Sun's starting to look like a bean brigade. Bean 3-9, but one step at a time. Thank you so much for those donations.
Yeah, I really want Big Bean 2 to happen. I don't know why I'm pushing this so much. Do you have how far away it is?
I can check that for you right now. Let me just quickly refresh the page. Right, so right now we have $275 towards Big Bean 2, but Heck21 is still ahead with $711, so we need to do some catching up here if you want to see Big Bean 2.
I mean, look, if we manage to crash GameStop and completely mess up that market, we can get Big Bean 2. Come on.
I believe in you, chat. You can do it.
Also, a little funny moment coming up here. I guess it's funny. I don't really know. we are currently fighting a bunch of super mutants, and there's a behemoth, and they're all fighting, and there's a lot of enemies outside. But if we talk to this guy,
Looks like it's all clear. Unlocking it.
for some reason he likes to think that it's all clear. This is because we completed the game before we got to this quest, which means it's completely broken. So nice, we've broken the game. Good job, guys. This is Free Dog.
The look on your face.
The next time we're going to see him, he's going to be cowering in the corner out of fear because we've broken the game again. But funnily enough, we're going to tell him that we have the satellite disc that he's been wanting us to get this entire time, and we're going to go put it down for him. Perfect. But before we do that, we're going to complete 2 other side content quests that are... one of them's base game and one of them's not. I want to pull people's attention towards the one coming up that's Shoot 'em in the Head. Shoot 'em in the Head is one of the weirdest quests in the game because the way that we skip it is absolutely stupid. For some reason, when it comes to Shoot 'em in the Head, if you drop a piece of armor next to the guy and pick it up, he just flips out. And if he flips out and you talk to him, you complete the quest. I don't know why it works that way. I have no idea how it works that way. I think it's got something to do with the code tying to the armor, because the armor is a reward for completing the quest. So if you drop the armor next to him and pick it up, he assumes you've stole his armor, and then the quest completes. You'll see what I mean soon coming up. I'm gonna do it before Aquacura because I think that's probably the best way to do it. We put down that perfect.
It is it's to do with the fact that Bethesda just copied the T-51B armor and just changed the texture on it.
Yes, okay, that's, yeah. So it's because it's the winterized armor from the Operation Anchorage DLC. And that's also the only other winterized armor is from the quest reward for this quest that you're about to see. So if you drop it next to him, he assumes you've stole it from him when you haven't. You've just picked up the one outside of Anchorage. Yes, okay, that's what it is. So watch right here. I'm going to drop this armor here on the floor. I'm going to talk to Mr. Crowley. He's going to give us the quest. Funnily enough, if you tell him that he's good looking, he gets mad at you and doesn't give you the quest. But if you tell him he's ugly, there you go. If you tell him that he's ugly, he gives you the quest. Very weird. Anyways, that's that quest complete. Yeah, that's Shoot 'em in the Head. We didn't shoot anyone in the head, we just completed the quest. Because, yes, game. And now we gotta go do Aquacura. Aquacura is a very simple quest. We just gotta go find out that this guy's been bottling dirty water and expose him by joining his operation and taking a cut of his money. Instead of actually exposing him for being a fraud, we decide to get a piece of the action ourselves. Because again, we're not good people. I'm also gonna kill these rad roaches so I can fast travel. Perfect. Yes. So, one thing to note, actually, which is kind of interesting, is it kind of appears that, like, during the making of this DLC, Bethesda found a way to, like, tie listening to tapes to quests. Because in Broken Steel, there's 2 quests where you have to listen to tapes to proceed it, and I don't believe there's any of that in the base game. So it kind of gives off the impression that they kind of, like, you know, found out about the whole, you know, if we tie it to listening to a tape, then people have to listen to a tape, and it kind of, like, drives people into learning about the law more. Is that true, Radio? I think it is.
I'm inclined to say yeah, because in Fallout New Vegas there's a lot of that too.
Yeah, in New Vegas, which obviously came out after 3, there's a lot of that. So they probably found a way to do it during Broken Steel. Also, I gotta make sure I listen to the tape, actually.
This is Griffin recording. All you clowns listen up.
Yes, the very scary clip jump is coming up soon. We'll see if it works. Alright, oh, we have Riley's Ranges. Oh no. Okay, welcome to the worst quest in the entire game. I hope you guys are excited. This is Riley's Ranges. This quest is awful. I don't like it, casually and speedrun-wise. This is one of those quests you have to complete for an achievement, and it's pretty horrendous. I think I clip out here, right? Yes. Okay, one sec. I'm making sure I get this right. Perfect. The reason why this quest I don't like it is it's very long, and it's also not really fun. Basically, Riley's Ranges are a bunch of people who, like, you know, go under the banner of Riley's Ranges, of course, and they, have got themselves stuck on top of a roof, and we've got to save them. And the only way to save them is by freeing them from the super mutants underneath them. And the best way to do that, that we do, is we fix the elevator and evacuate them out. But if you're stupid and don't know how to do that by not having enough repair, you've got to do a whole, like, firefight section. It takes a lot of time. Yeah, the quest reward is pretty good, but not a fan of the quest myself. This is a cool out-of-bounds section that is not recent, but kind of recent, where you can do this kind of jump here to skip the entire hospital section. If I can get it. Perfect. And this puts us right into the Statement Hotel. And we're going to clip out of bounds again, and we're going to have another really difficult clip inbounds that I'm hopefully going to get first try. I think so. We'll see. I don't know. This clip is pretty horrendous. The best way to explain it is you've got to land on this light post, wall light, yes, and clip yourself inbounds. Come on. No! Oh, I didn't get it. No. Second try. There we go. Nice. Perfect. That works for me. All right. Oh, okay. I was worried about not getting that. And I didn't make a quick save. Oh, God. All right, let's make a quick save this time. Perfect. If you have anything to read out, now is a good time? I don't know.
All right, I sure do. We got an anonymous $5 donation with no comment, but thank you very much regardless. And then we also got $10 from Meta saying Big Bean 2 to the sun? Question mark. And of course, you know, that goes towards the Big Bean 2 save file name, so I don't know, maybe we can get a donation train going to try and reach that before the end of this run? What do you think, chat? Can we do it?
I think we can. I think Big Bean 2 has to win. Right? If GameStop can get to wait, what did GameStop get to? Was it like $400? I think it was. If GameStop can get to $400, if NASA can land a rover on Mars, then you know what we can do as a community? We can get Big Bean 2 to win. I think it's possible. Right? Come on. We may not be like changing the stock market or landing anything on Mars, but we can make Banana Pegasus play under the alias of Big Bean 2. But yeah, we don't have to check those Nuka-Cola machines anymore because we've got Nuka-Cola Quantums. And now we are finally handing in Riley's Ranges. So, nice. Riley's Ranges is a long one. We do get a good reward for it, but we don't like the reward because we don't need it because currently we're naked. Being naked is the fastest way to run, so yeah. But this is Riley's Ranges complete. And then we're going to do Galaxy News Radio, which is just basically handing it in. And then it's Nuka-Cola Paradise Falls, and then it's DLC time. Nice. Yeah, so we're just cleaning up base game content at this point. The reason why we leave this till the end is the prerequisites for it require us to level up to a certain degree, and we kind of just were like, okay, well, if we need to have X, Y, and Z, why not just do it at the end when we have X, Y, and Z, rather than doing it before we have X, Y, and Z. I mean, it's pretty basic thinking. Again, we're back at Galaxy News Radio, and the behemoths have won, kind of, I guess. There's one guy left. Cool. And now we have to hand this in. Like I said, he's gonna be I'm not even gonna... Never mind. He's scared. He's in the corner, he's scared, and we just hand in the quest, and that's Free Dog, and that's the only time we talk to him. It's kind of a shame. Free Dog is like the best character in this game. One of the best characters, and we don't talk to him a lot. So... But yeah. Now, because we don't have to duplicate the Quantums, we can go straight to Shade and hand it in. So here it is. And we talk to Sierra Petrova. Another character that's in Fallout 4, by the way. She's in the Nuka-Cola World DLC. Which is actually kind of cool. If I do this correctly, he shouldn't talk to me. I think he has. Good, okay. Sometimes he talks to you, that guy, and he calls you hot stuff, and I don't like it. Nuka-Cola challenge complete. Alright, so we didn't have to pick up 30 individual Quantums. We could have just duplicated them instead, which is obviously much faster. Now we go to Paradise Falls, and we do the,
Get any good meat lately?
This is where we do the thing that we do, and we buy the kids. the child slaves, but we buy them for a good reason. We buy them so we can free them. See? We're positive. Good things, all right? Yeah. Alright, so we technically at this point in the game own, I think it's 4 kids. We're a dad, but only for a very short time because we're gonna free them. Hey, what up, Sammy? Time for you to go free, dude. And just like that,
Well, I guess
that is a very long quest complete. The other alternative to that quest is to do a lot of, like, you know, stuff where you, like, free them through a tunnel. But the faster option is to just buy the kids and then just, you know, free them. Yeah, we do nothing positive in Fallout 3. Although I guess we did save them. So now this is where we get to the actual DLC content, by the way, for people that are waiting for Broken Steel. This is where we meet our good buddy Optimus Prime again. Oh, well, you know, yeah. Liberty Prime, but I like to call him Optimus Prime. Here he is, and we're gonna do some waiting to skip him along, like this. And we're gonna skip his dialogue. Optimus Prime is arguably the best character, again, alongside Free Dog. I'm not gonna do it too much here because we can freak him out and bug his AI out. So I want to just play it safe here. You can get him to skip the entirety of this section, but I don't want to. So there he is. And again, unfortunately, like all good things that exist, they've got to come to an end. And can you stop shooting my friend, dude? I want to show the bug with Tristan, but I don't want to break the game. If you pickpocket Tristan, he has like a child's voice. It's very weird. Unfortunately, this is the last time we see him. Goodbye, Mr. Optimus. I hope you I wish you a long and fruitful life. Goodbye, sir. Yes, he dies. Goodbye.
Catastrophic. System failure. Initiating core shutdown as per.
Yeah, I'll see you in Fallout 4, buddy. Don't worry, he comes back in Fallout 4, dude. Don't worry. We gotta fix him and put him back together in Fallout 4. It's great. So don't worry too much. But yeah, there's Optimus Prime. We did miss him in the base game, but hey, he's in the DLC. And now we've got to run past some Enclave soldiers. These Enclave soldiers aren't really too much of an issue. We have like over 100 stim packs, remember? So we don't have to really deal with these guys. We can just constantly leave. So we're here for some targets because in order to fire the... we need to get their location, basically. Because we need to find out where the Enclave actually is. And we need to find out where they're hiding. So that's where we're going to go right now. We are going to steal their headquarters location right in here. Around this door. And then we're going to go back to... not the Enclave. We're going to go back to the Citadel and tell them the information. And with that, we can initiate the ending of the game, pretty much. Which is where we're at now. Although the game doesn't end as fast as you think it does, because we've got to put the bobbleheads on the bobblehead stand to end the game, because that's cool.
So would now be a good time for a few more donations, maybe?
Yeah, now would be a great time.
Alright, perfect, because we got $50 from Pants saying, bad game description. A hermit explores the world for the first time with the help of a smartwatch. And we also got $15 from Anonymous saying, Big Bean 2. You can guess what incentive that went towards. And we also got, yes. We also got $10 from Game by Numbers saying, this is an amazing run, incredible routing, incredible commentary. And you know, again, Big Bean 2.
Yes, I like it.
And then we also got $10 from Lost My Film saying, Bean, 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 Bean. So, you know, Big Bean 2, keep them coming. We're catching up, but we still got a ways to go. You know what to do.
I think I've bugged out the quest. I might have to load up a safety save here. Where is this telling me to go? Okay, I'm loading up a safety save. Oh, yeah, that's unfortunate. That is incredibly unfortunate. Oh, where's my safety save? Oh, I don't have one. Oh, oh no. Oh no! Wait. Why is this telling me to go back to Tristan? Okay, I'm gonna have to TCL this. I'm sorry. I'm cheating, guys. This is completely bugged out. I don't know why it's telling me to go to Tristan. I'm just gonna go to where this quest marker is and see what happens. This is very unfortunate. Alright, what are you doing? Huh. I don't know what's going on. He's bugged out? Okay.
I need to find out what the...
Okay, good, I saved it! Let's go! Oh my goodness. Wait, I think I might have saved it. Wait. Okay, I was very, very close to just being like, hey, we might have to call it here, but I think we're good. Let's see, let's see. Okay, I don't know. I don't know what just happened. Tristan never does that. That is, I'm not gonna say the line, because that is incredibly cliche, but... I was just as confused as you guys are about that. I think we might be good, we'll see. That is gonna lose us a lot of time, but... Oh my god, can you stop shooting my head? Okay, please stop shooting my head. It's incredibly annoying. Thank you. Please let me access this. Okay, it works. Okay, we're good. Hot. It's okay. I should have noticed something was wrong when I didn't get a fast travel to the Citadel, but we're good. Okay, we did lose a lot of time. I'm incredibly sorry about that, but what matters is the run's still going. Okay. So what happened there is I think that was an error on my side. I don't think I downloaded the thing. Yeah, I think that was not the game freaking out. I don't think I downloaded the data, which is, we're gonna say it's the game's fault, right? Yes. It's the game's fault, not mine. But hey, it is what it is. We're continuing. We've lost like 2 minutes. Yeah, I knew something was up when I didn't get that thing, but I didn't check it.
I trust you've spoken with...
Okay. We're good. 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 We gotta go to Old Olney now, which is infested with death claws. That's where we're gonna have to pick up the Tesla coil, and then we do what is the ending of the run. So we're getting there. I promise. I promise. Okay. I'm so like relieved because I thought we lost the run. All right, where are you, Tristan? There he is. Okay, Tristan's gonna tell us to go to Old Olney. We're gonna listen to him and then leave. Thank you, Mr. Paladin Tristan, sir. We head up north to Old Olney, and from here we're gonna head up to the east, then to the south. There is a weapon in this DLC called the Tesla Cannon that we usually use for the jump, but instead, because we got a $35 donation earlier on from, I can't remember who it was.
I think it was Oz.
Oz, yeah, it was in Oz We Trust. He donated $35 and told me to go for the risky jump. Now, I think we can go for the risky jump. There is no real, like, contest for world record, so if we do mess it up, we can use a backup. But
do you have the winterized power armor? Because that would be one of the best things to use.
Yes, I do, I think.
What the...
Oh, we're supposed to kill this guy. I'm gonna kill him anyways. Oh, never mind. He eluded me. Alright, so here we're doing some more clip out of bounds. Again, clip out of bounds make you hit a center of a cell, because if you clip out of bounds to prevent things from falling out of the map, you get reset to the center point. And now we're gonna make our way through Old Olney and clip out of bounds here. This is basically getting us past a lot of the game. We're not having to walk through Deathclaw infested areas, and we gotta just basically bypass everything. Just think of this as going from point A to point B inside of an area very easily done. Oop, there we go, nice. So we're here for a Tesla coil. The Tesla coil is to make the Tesla cannon, I believe. Kind of makes sense. Which you don't actually need for this run, but for some reason the game requires you to get it. So we're gonna go here, and we're gonna just tank what is a lot of electricity, because why not? Again, I have a bunch of stim packs, so we can just do that. So instead of turning off the electrical equipment in this next room, I'm just gonna pick up the Tesla coil with my fucking hands. Because why not? And we can just heal ourselves for it, and yeah, we're good. I just managed to extract an electric, like, I don't know, maybe tens of thousands of volts with my hands, and we're fine? Sure. Alright, let's fast travel back and hand this in to Mr. Tristan. We did lose 3 minutes and 20 seconds to that, I'm sorry, but we might still be underestimate. I'm being very, 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 like, optimistic, I think. Alright, here he is, Tristan.
You found...
Alright, he's very happy that we found the Tesla coil, and now we leave. Here we are, we're ending the game. We're in the end stretch of the run. We're gonna go to the National Archives, where we stole a Declaration of Independence. Again, very cool. And we're gonna find this, this is a new kind of route to getting to the train ride, which is, again, where the Enclave are. And I believe this was found by Pro Gaming with Ed fairly recently, which is a very cool trick, I guess, that saves 30 seconds. So, cool. Again, the world record for this category recently got beat by a whole minute. And, kind of awesome to think about it, because I didn't think I was going to ever beat the previous world record. The current world record stands at 2 hours and 50... I can't get this clip. Hello? Hello? Okay, I can't clip this. I'm gonna go again. Please, game. Oh! These clips are very hard, like, but I shouldn't be messing them up this much. You know what, where's the other clip? I'm... There we go! Okay, I don't know what to say, sorry. Anyways, we got it! That's the clip. Those clips on the kind of like slanted doorway bits are really hard. Best way to explain it is you have like a double layer thick entrance to get into, and you have to time it really well. It's one of the hardest clips to get. So I'm not just saying that because I messed it up like 20 times. I'm saying that because it actually was, okay? I'm not trying to save my soul here. Sorry. Now we're gonna make our way to the train ride. We are pretty much... We're getting there. There's one clip here I've got to do, and we're gonna basically go on top of what is this next running section, which we get a bypass. But unfortunately, by bypassing it, we do put ourselves in a tough spot because we're enemies of, like, the robots that kind of clean the metro. So they do plan on killing us. But hey, any donations, now would be the perfect time.
Alright, we got $5 from Ernoski135 saying, Science Detour, Perseverance. The new Mars rover has just landed on Mars successfully and started sending back pictures. Thank you so much for that donation. And remember, we're still trying to get Big Bean, too, for the save file name for the run coming up next after this one. So if you want to see that as well, get those donations coming.
So the run after this, I believe, is Fallout Free 90% by Banana Pegasus, which is going to be very cool. It'll be really cool to see the stark difference between what is the longest category for this game, which is essentially 100%, and what is the shortest category in this game. Because Fallout games are legendarily, like, broken, so it'll go from 3 hours to, like, 15 minutes. So it'll be cool to see that run. It's a shame, I don't know if we're going to get Big Bean 2, but I wanted it to happen. But unfortunately, I don't think we were going to get it. Alright, train ride. Okay. A lot of people know about this train ride. A lot of people know that this is actually just a helmet, so I'm not even going to bother to show it, because I don't think I can show it anyways. But yeah, this is, to basically code this section, they put a helmet on you that looks like a train, and then they just drive you through the underground. It's great. And here we have the final section of the run. So I'm just going to say this one last time, because now is the perfect time. If you do have any final donations to get in, to read out, I mean, now would be the time.
I mean, I just want to mention that we are actually over halfway there to catching up to Heck 21, so I wouldn't give up quite yet. If someone wants to try and snipe that in the last few minutes, there's still a chance, so... if you're able to do that, please consider doing so and helping us out.
I'm a believer. I think so. I am picking up the Tesla cannon as a backup, although I do plan on not using it. So what's going to come up here is one of the coolest skips, in my opinion, in the game. Mostly because I found it. It's like one of the only things I've contributed to this category. Out of all of the tricks found, I'm not really that much of a glitch trick finder myself. But this trick I did find, and I'm really proud of it. Usually beforehand we had to do an entire walking section to the left to grab to get onto a terminal to drop down basically a pair of stairs that could get you onto this. Instead now we don't go to this terminal, we go straight over here. It's very simple. We drop a piece of clothing or a weapon, we jump off of it and we get access to the doorway, completely skipping this part out. I think it's really cool. And it saves roughly about 30-40 seconds total, which is pretty neat for both all DLC and this category, which is Fallout Free, all quests, all DLCs, all DLC quests, and all bobbleheads. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go for the risky one. I'm going to drop the armor. Oof. That's not going where I needed to. Oh, drop it there. Nice. All right. That is very hard to do, because the way that armor physics work in this game is they're very funky, and they don't like it when you interact with them. So to land on top of them perfectly and not have it mess around is kind of hard to do. But that's the trick, basically. It saves 40 seconds. Pretty cool. Very easy trick. I'm surprised we didn't know about it beforehand, but hey. And we're coming up to the finale of the run. This is the end of Broken Steel. After we get to the end of Broken Steel, I'm going to have to go to my house in Megaton. Yes, we have a house in Megaton, by the way, because we defused the bomb. And I need to put my bobbleheads on the bobblehead stand. So that's what we do. That's the kind of process to end the run. And I will call time in roughly about, I think about a minute. So I'm giving tech a minute heads up, I think. Yes. And I'll count it down from when we get to it, because we have to wait until one of the quests is handed in. But yeah, here it is. This is the end of Broken Steel, and Sentinel Lions is coming in our little chopper, or a vertibird. And she's going to talk to us and basically say, hey, good job. Little does she know that we just blew up the Citadel, by the way. The fastest way to end this is to blow up the Citadel, which kind of means that we do end up killing the Brotherhood of Steel at the end of the run, because we're not good people. So, yeah, really well done. We completed the DLC. These guys aren't too happy. The only reason why we blow up the Citadel is because this cutscene's faster if we do, because they can't access them on the phone, right? So, as soon as we get out of here, you're going to see it on fire in the background, and we're going to fast travel away because we don't want to deal with the problem, and we're just going to hand in our bobbleheads and leave. And that's going to be the run. And now, from here on out, the Brotherhood hate us, even though we kind of saved them but killed them at the same time. I mean, you could argue that getting rid of both the Brotherhood and the Enclave is the best solution, but I don't know. One second, I'm going to let you guys see the back. There we go, look, it's all destroyed. Here we go.
What's up?
Alright, all bobbleheads, all quests, all DLCs, all DLC quests completed in. I'm going to give you a countdown of 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and time. Nice. I'm going to check one sec real quick on my stat page. I should have 58 quests complete. Nice, there we go. 58 quests complete and all 20 bobbleheads on the stand. Perfect. That is the entire run done in, I'm hoping, under 3 hours and 10 minutes. I think, was it?
It was. You were underestimate. 3 hours and 6 minutes and 57 seconds.
That's all I wanted to get, because I set myself a really tight time. Okay, one second. I have one last thing to show. Oh, the game crashed. Okay, that's an extra $10 on top of the list. I've got one last thing to show, and that's the credits, and then we're done. Radio, do you want to give a little read-off?
A little read off to
Yeah,
what?
like, I've been radioactive.
Oh, right. Yeah, give me a minute.
Yes, I've been Jabo. I thank you guys so much for watching. This has been great. I really enjoyed this. I've been trying to get this category and this category alone into an event for like 4 years now. It's been a long time coming. I'm so happy to have this run finally ran at an event. It's one of my favorite. It's my little baby run. I really do like it. Radio?
Yeah, I've been radioactive. Thank you for having me, and thank you, Jabo, for getting me into speedrunning in the first place.
Appreciate it. And yes, thank you as well to Tainted Tally for doing Dono reading as well.
It was my honor, and I'm not quite done yet. I have a couple more for you before I let you go, because we did get $69 from 227 saying, no world record, we'll get him next time. Also, that's never happened before. Counter is 3 until now. And
Yes.
you're going to be really happy about this next one, because Marshall stepped in with the snipe $330. I guess sometimes you gotta be the big bean you want to see in this world. I hope someone can turn every Golden Sun party member into a bean in my place. And with that, Big Bean 2 is ahead of Heck 21.
Let's go.
Thank you so much.
Guys, we did it. Big Bean won. Oh,
So,
I'm happy.
we do have intermission as well while we set up for the next one, so there is a chance for the counters tonight, but we're ahead, so it's looking good.
1 second. My credits gonna show something. You guys, there we go. You're in the credits, chat. Well done. All right, that's the run complete. That's all I wanted to show off.
But yeah, thank you so much for that amazing run. That was so cool to watch. And
Thank
we
you.
will be going to a quick intermission while we do get set up for Banana Pegasus and his run of
Good luck,
Fallout 3.
Banana.
So, and I will also be handing off hosting duties to Nashlex. So thank you all so much for having me here, and I will see you guys again soon. And while we're on intermission, don't forget to grab something to drink and stretch, and we will be right back with more speedruns.